Football, for the love of the game.
So thank you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anywhere you are joining, this is another Friday Night Football Club. This is AFCON Day 26 already of Friday Night Football Club. It's been very, very tough. I'm not lie to you. Sometimes it got to a stage that I did not even want to continue the AFCON Daily Show. It's just too stressful. So I have to put content online, talk about what's been going on in the AFCON, but we only have 2 days left. Tomorrow is the third place game. Nigeria play against Egypt. Then on Friday is the final. Sorry, on Sunday is the final. When Nigeria, sorry, I said when Nigeria, when Morocco trade tackles with Senegal in the grand finale in Rabat. So Nigeria play against Egypt in Casablanca. So I'm proud of we're able to do it despite that we didn't come live every day. At least some days we did like a yeah. I know. It's tough. It's still tough, but it's gonna come to an end in 2 days' time. Guys, if you have not liked the video, like the video, share the video with your friends, and let them know that we are live this wonderful Friday night. Apologies for coming late. It was due to circumstances beyond my control. So I had to settle some few things before I come live. So that's the reason why I'm actually late. It is not and the live section today will not be that long. So as soon as possible, I will bring the question. I will bring the yes. It is not easy to show nearly every day. Yeah. Thank you, my brother Shuven. It's not. But we're gonna make it very fast today because I was live for about 2.5 hours yesterday. So I had to make it, very fast today so that I don't keep you guys up for so long. But the show we may probably live tomorrow and on Sunday. That's the final AFCON daily show. So at least let me just rest. Then we'll go back to our Friday night football club. Come on, it wasn't easy. Guys, like the video. If you want to join the channel, so you can also join the channel. The join button is there. If you want us to take your comments too, you can use super chat to take the comments. You can use super chat to take the comments. So I don't want to wait for so many people to join before I start. We're already 42 people here. Please like the video. I'm going to start so that some people normally watch replay. They can come back and watch it later because of time. Because we don't have time. So I'm going to start on the home front now. The WAFCON again will be taking place, in 2 months' time. The draws is out. Draws is actually what out. So you can see the draws there on the screen. So Group A, Morocco, Algeria, Senegal, and Kenya. That's going to be in Rabat, the new stadium in Rabat. In Group B, South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, and Tanzania in Group B. In Group C, Nigeria, Super Falcons, Zambia, Egypt, and Malawi. That one is going to be played in Casablanca. Why? I think Ghana, Cameroon, Mali, and Cape Verde will be based in Fes. For this WAFCON. So it's going to take place in around March to April. So this is very important competition because the four semi-finalists will qualify automatically for the World Cup. in Brazil in 2027. Why the two best quarterfinalists will go for a playoff, then to see they will go for intercontinental playoff. So Nigeria, this is like a 16-team tournament now. So there is no best second, third place team again. The moment you cannot qualify as part of the top two, you are out. So that means that if you qualify for the quarterfinal, then you need one more game to qualify for the final. So the way it is and the way it is structured, the winner of Group C will face the runner-up in Group D. So it won't be an easy game. You can see. So the winner of Group C will face the runner-up in in Group D. Why the winner in Group A will face, so just like that, winner in Group A face runner-up in Group B, winner in Group B face runner-up in Group A. So it's just, that's how it is. So it's going very interesting. I wish Coach Osterman to go the very best of luck. He needs to qualify. It will not be easy, I can tell you. Playing against Zambia, it's never going to be easy game. Forget about the 4-1 victory or so. I mean, the 4-0 victory we had last time. It won't be easy. Playing against the Shanwenga sisters too from Malawi, it won't be easy. Playing against Egypt. Egypt has been very good in club side. If you remember, Egypt, I think Egypt played against Ghana, the qualifiers. They had a very, very good game against Ghana. So it won't be easy. So there will be no easy games in this group. We just hope that our Super Falcons can actually perform well and fly the country's flag. I'm hearing that Morocco, they are planning to do they want to do under host and win. They have been the final of the last two editions. They lost to South Africa in the first final they qualified for. They lost to Nigeria in the second final. This time around now, they believe that this is their year to take the WCON trophy. They want to win the AFCON, they want to win the WCON, they want to win all the continental trophies in Africa. With all these things, time will surely tell. I just hope that they face Africa. Because the way it is, the way it's structured, it's like they will not meet South Africa until the final. So the way it is structured, the way it's structured. But we will see. Time will surely tell. So guys, as you join me, we are 73 people who are already watching. Please like the video. So apart from the draws too, there's also been the award ceremony in Morocco too, the female category. So you can see on the screen that these are the women's. So they awarded the coach of the year to a Moroccan coach is Lami Boumedi of TP Mazembe. So I don't know the rationale for appointing the woman as the coach of the year, but that is actually what CAF decision. So women player of the year, Chebak. I don't know how she got that award too. Women Interclub Player of the Year is Mosudi. Mosudi did well for ASFA. He did well. She did well for ASFA. But there are some players in TP Mazembe that did very well too. Women Coach of the Year, Boumadi, Morocco. Women Goalkeeper of the Year, that's the only award that is not won by Morocco. As if they are the one dominating women's football in Africa. It was won by actually what? In fact, it was even a close one. They would have given it to the Khadijat, the goalkeeper of ASFA. Women Young Player of the Year too was also what? Maldani of ASFA. Why? Women Club of the Year is actually what? ASFA Women. So I think they won the CAF Women's Champions League. So they are the CAF, what's it called? They're the CAF Club of the Year. So it's all Morocco. As if, they got everything without winning. They got everything. As if that they weren't dominating, African football in terms of women. So this is what we see. This is what we see currently now. I don't blame them. But guys, I think I'm tend to suspect that if we want future of African football, Patrice Motsepe must leave. Honestly, Patrice Motsepe must leave. He must not be CAF president again. This Patrick Motsepe must leave. There should be no all the journalists from South Africa putting the agenda. This guy must leave. I fear for African football future. If this guy continues to be CAF president, I fear. This guy needs to leave that post. We need somebody. But now, the worst is this guy, if he's leaving, they want to put maybe a Moroccan also there. So we have put ourselves in a very, very tight corner. And I fear for African football. I fear for African football. I really fear for African football, honestly. So that's the award ceremony for women. So, and there's been a transfer to, in terms of, I don't know if you know this player, it's called Sonny Sulaiman. It was part of coach, what's his name again? The guy that took Nigeria under 20. So he was playing for AS Tresin before in Slovakia. 2 years ago he was playing for Aqua United in Uyo. He has now moved to RB Leipzig, in the German Bundesliga. This is a big, big move for him. If I'm not mistaken, I think RB Leipzig are playing in the Champions League or so. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure maybe they're going to register Sonny Sulaiman, for that. Let me just double check. Is RB Leipzig, playing the Champions League? So it is, a very big, big, big. It's a very big jump for him, So I just wish him the very best of luck, because this is now, because it's a very big jump for him. I will not lie to you. This is now for him to show himself if he wants to stay at this level. But if the move is done, if, for example, now, if he wants to stay at this level, that means that it's not Adamboso, sorry, it's what's the guy's name? Ali Zubairu. So let me just try and double check. Champions League. Let me try and double check. I think I did there. Let me just try and double check that RB Leipzig. I don't think they're there. I can't find them there. I just rushed through it. Let me double check it if you actually were there. I know that Frankfurt, Dortmund, Leverkusen. Okay, I don't think they were there. They're there. So it's a big step for him. Now, it's now for him to make use of this opportunity. If this guy can perform well for RB Leipzig, maybe they have this good academic structure. Maybe they will look towards getting talents from Nigeria again and seeing exactly put super chat there. I will address you, Abuban. If you put super chat there, I will address you why I think I didn't get it wrong. So if he could perform well, it's going to bring opportunities to other Nigerian players. Maybe playing in Slovakia, they will look towards that direction too. But if he fails, then it's going to be very bad. I wish him the very best of luck. I hope that yes, from Jan Diamondi, yeah, I hope that he can actually do well. He's a talent guy, but let's see exactly how he's going to actually he's going to really actually help him. He needs to do well. So apart from that too, there's also been there's also been issues of there's also Rafiu Durosimi, he's called today against Atlanta. He was man of the match. I like his game today. Now, if Rafiu Durosimi is now proving himself in the Italian Serie A, I think it's going to make more sense for him to knock on Super Eagles' door, as early as possible, for a potential playoff in March, and his subsequent engagement, for Nigeria. He did so well today, but let him also continue, because the criticism that people had with Durosimi was that he was playing in Czech Republic, and he just plays occasionally in the in the Europa League. They want him to play against the big boys in the top leagues. Pisa is not the best. They drew today. They are still bottom of the Italian Serie A, if I'm not mistaken. They are still bottom of the Italian Serie A. I'm just double check that. They are bottom of the Italian. No, they are not bottom. They are now 19th of the Italian Serie A. They are still 3 points away from safety. Let's see exactly if he can regenerate this side and take them to safety. So kudos to Rafiu Durosimi today. I'll be actually watching him. There's been a lot of Nigerian interest too. There's some transfer like Chibuke Nwawu has moved to Trabzonspor in Turkey. He even made his debut in a cup game, and he did so well. Let's look at how that one will actually work. So I'm going to come to this one later. So let me just talk about talking about the Eric Share issue and the press conference. I want to dive into it straight away. The Eric Share issue and the press conference. So there have been issues of is it going to continue or not? But based on report I'm hearing, the NFF already decided that okay, they want to keep Eric Share. But the issue is this: they need to sit down and keep him. It's not by saying it by mouth, because sometimes we tend to take things for granted, and before we know it, we will regret it. So they have made a decision to actually you see me join PISA. Yeah, your PISA now. I'm talking about you. One will join Trabzonspor. So I don't want to confuse me. You don't put super here, they are disturbing me. So what I'm just saying basically is that now that they want to engage him, Nigeria need to talk about his project. What are the project he wants to do? Do we want to have identity? What type of players should we be producing from our age grade system that can do plug and play with the national team? What are the things that we need to do domestically to actually want to help so that the national team can be really great? Because one thing that we have to be sure we must not lie to ourselves is that Super Eagles is just like you are painting something. The major problem is from under 17, under 20, under 23. There is no structure there. We need to know exactly the type of players that we actually want. Well, how do you want to recruit players from under 17? That is number one thing. I ask this question, and I hope that they are listening to me now, because sometimes most of them join this program. I hope they are listening to me now. How do you want to recruit players from under 17? Do we still want to go to the old-fashioned way of gathering talents? And what do we want to do? Do you want to take players from our school system? Do you want to take players from some specific academies? Because sometimes it's not only academy on the mushroom. These players must have specific training for them to be in Nigeria under 17. And they must be in camp and play quality friendly games. We have to have that plan. What do you want to recruit for under 20? There have been issue of there should be no foreign born player under 20. You want foreign born player for Super Eagles, but you don't want foreign born player for under 20. We must revisit that idea. What do we exactly want for our under 20? So do you want foreign born? Because some of these foreign borns are ready. And so we have to look at it, in a different way, different direction. So, NFF is not just about Eric Share to continue. They should tell Eric Share what the plans are, so that at the end of the day, we might still go to this World Cup. If not, we are planning for 2030 World Cup. We are planning for the semi-final. We want to win the next AFCON. Because I believe that this team can win the next AFCON. I believe that the next AFCON is going to be on more of a level playing field. There is no North African influence there. So it's for me, I see maybe probably Uganda, Tanzania crashing out by quarterfinal stage. So it's going to be more of a level playing field, except they are bringing corruption there again. And you cannot say it. The East African is always about, they will support the West. So I think we can win that. It's going to be easier to win than the ones that are trying to sell for themselves here. So for me, I just think that we have to have a plan that, okay, if we want to win the next one, what I'm hearing now is that the next one in 2028 will be in South Africa. So, we want to go there and dominate. That should be the plan now. Let's build on this team. And talking about the plan too, Eric Share said that if he continues this job, he want to bring in new players. So, and there have been talks about some players, which I would not actually want to mention here. There's a big fish, a big cash, which I think that that one will benefit Nigeria for years to come. There's a big cash on grants. There's also some players that can complement each other. There's a player in the Italian Serie A, it's a defender. There's a defender in UK, a defender and a left back in the UK. There's players that can complement this team. So it's also working very hard. In fact, when I heard about that one, I was even so impressed, that some players like this national team. When national team performs well, all these foreign bonds you see there, they they lean to this is their home. When they realize that, okay, what's even the big difference between this their England, Germany team and this Super Eagles team when they are playing beautiful football like this and everything? Some of them, I will not mention it, please. I will not mention this, please. Some of them will need towards what? We will lean towards playing for the national team. And when I heard about the story and everything, I was so impressed that so this can actually what happen. So, but let's wait. I don't want to say anything. Let's wait until the move finally actually what happen. Really impressed with what is going on underground. If this man continue, there's some player already in the pipeline that okay, you understand that these guys need some players in certain areas to become unbeatable, which is good. This is just a team, and I think that it will continue to grow and grow better with this team very well. And the players is pursuing too. The age of the player is not really, they are under 20, not under 20, sorry, under 23. So it makes it even better. When you start 23, it makes it even better and sets it well for the next World Cup in 2030. Not for this, even this World Cup, this team, if this team actually qualifies, at the end of the day, this team can still perform, well. But that 131, that should be the one that we want to be in the semi-finals. As a country, we are planning to be in the semi-finals. We want to be in the semi-finals. We want to show ourselves to the world. We want to win the next two AFCONs. So I think that should be the progress now, because with due respect to Nigeria, we don't expect to win this AFCON. Though we have been knocking on the doors several times. We were in the final of the last one, semi-final of this one again. We have been knocking on the door. At least we are playing the final four of the last four editions. 2019, final four. Last one, final four. This one too, final four. We've been in the semi-final. So now the next thing is to take the next step and win it. And, the two times that you have crashed out have been the time that you have played against the hosts. So this mental block of playing against the host and falling short, we need to overcome it. We need to play against these big African countries in their home. Let us go and play against Algeria in Bleda at its road packed with our main team, not our reserve players. Let us all this mental block of losing to host nation. I think that we need to overcome that. Last edition was the host nation in Ivory Coast. This one again, the host nation too. Two games very close. That one was 2-1. We lost 2-1 in regular time. This one, penalty shootouts. So we need to be able to take it to the next level. So I just hope that they can think towards that direction. Even against Algeria in 2019, it was like playing against the host nation because majority of the stadium actually was Algerians. Algerians against Nigeria. So we need to look for a way to tackle these things and make sure that we actually work better at it. I still believe that this team can win something. These guys can win something before they draw the curtain on their career. Majority of them will still be around in the next 3 or 4 years. But I think that they can win something before they draw the final curtain on their career. So that is actually what my take on that. So it's been mentioning players, and I won't just mention those guys now because they're still in the pipeline, and let's see exactly how it's going to actually going to go. So, and I just got a report, a news now from one of our allies that they went to go and put Senegal in a hotel at the city center so they can be making noise to them. They The Lions training pitch still unknown, even though they are supposed to train tomorrow. They don't know where to train. Is this how to organize AFCON? You know, is it how to organize AFCON? That's why I said that what Nigeria faced, is just too much. All those people say, go back to first, yeah, come back again. All those things like that. It's mental. I was there. The coach gave them break till 4 p.m. on Sunday. It was midnight. They told them to go back to first. Travel back and forth. Until they even took train. So these people, I don't know. These are very horrible hosts. Imagine now that there's a lot of media now on this AFCON. Imagine what we do. Imagine what they would do during WAFCON. Imagine what they will do during WAFCON. What they will do? What is that these people do? And the issue is this. During the CAF president is this. He says his wife is from Morocco. He's so biased towards, but this man is so incompetent because in that VIP bus, the officials from Morocco, they were doing anyhow. I said, no, don't sanction nothing. So it makes me so sad. Yes, they have won under 17, under 20. I don't know what they want again. So that's the what I'm actually was getting, and this is very, very bad. So I just hope that CAF can do better. So I don't know, maybe I can play this thing quickly. I'm coming to see if I can play it quickly. He's talking about the referee. Let me just talking about the referee quickly. Sorry, I don't know. Maybe I can see. Maybe I can put that one here. I want to talk about the referee quickly because there's been issues about I just want to, because I don't want to say anything about the referee in a game. I just want this person to just to talk about this. I get this thing from a podcast, so that let me just see. I got it from a podcast directly, so it's not mine. Let me just I hope I can share it directly. I don't know, maybe I can be able to stop sharing that becoming sorry, I'm just gonna make it I want to just show you something quickly on that. So yes, so just quickly just to clearly see, maybe you can see what work directly incoming
from the Ghanaian yesterday. Look, I think the last time we had a Ghanaian officiating such a
78.
Wow.
Yeah.
1978. Did you think he did himself any good yesterday?
No.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
So let me just see, maybe I can just summarize what actually was. I already listened to it quickly because of time. So that it's like a 10-minute video, so I'm just going to summarize what actually was said. So that let me tell you something. People have been saying that the result does not, doesn't matter. We didn't play well. you don't need to disqualify a goal for somebody to say that maybe probably you don't need to disqualify a goal. The issue basically is that the process of leading to a goal, you might probably actually hurt it. And when you do that one, you are slowing the momentum of the game. So, for me, there's no how you can put it. But you know what? The Ghanaian people supporting their referee, I think they're using that because of content reasons. Everybody knows that he performed well. Let me ask you a question now. Do you think that this particular referee, they will ask him to go and officiate maybe Japan against England during the World Cup? Japan against England during the World Cup. Do you think that what's it called? Do you think that this man England will not protest if this man go and officiate? Do you think England will not protest? They will protest. They will protest. Okay, you know what I'm going to say? This Abuban, I will not say anything, but this is your word, though. Don't just put it there. So at least, can you see on the screen? You didn't put super chat there, but because you dropped this message, that's why I just put it there. Can you see? Can read it here. So it's a bit sad. It's a bit sad, and I actually what I felt for him too, because if he, I just think that he got it all wrong. 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 So guys, like I promise you, I don't want today to be a very long. There's a Nigerian I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not really interested in that game. I just want the guys to go there, win the third place, and leave. Look at it again. They asked them that when they are done with that third place, they must come to Rabat again to come and collect their medal. Why? Hey, these guys, for example, now there's Champions League. There's Champions League. There's Champions League next week. Some clubs will want their players back as early as possible. They ask them, okay, leave this thing, go to Rabat again to go and what's it called? To go and collect medal again. Why can't you just give them their medal in Casablanca? You take them through that same how many hours journey again to go back to this thing. This I don't know. People have said that I'm too critical about Morocco being this host and everything, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy with it at all. I'm not happy with it at all. I'm not happy with it at all. You could get a certain amount. This guy here. So you are saving to buy me super chat, Abuban. These guys here, you going to amaze me. So it is crazy. It is crazy. Logistics, everything is so bad. I just hope that they can actually work. They can do it well. So there's also been a slight movement on Nigerian case with DR Congo. There's a slight movement on Nigerian case with DR Congo, and you might be getting the news very soon. And based on, I'm not trying to preempt what will happen. I'm not trying to preempt what will happen, but it's likely a good news. It's likely a good news, one way or the other. So it might be a semi-good news, or it might be a good news fully. When I say semi-good news, you might probably play, you might even play one more game before before that Jamaican New Carolina game, or it might be you directly to the player of a match. So it might be semi. There's a lot of complications to that issue. I think that issue of national law and everything. I think there is there's a certain player that played that game with a document that is not right. And so I don't, because this is law. This is law. I don't want to like preempt everything. I don't want to come and say something here. See, epic fall worldwide. Are you ready to go to bed? I don't like negative energy. There's one guy that sent me a message. See, I'm sorry if I represent to you very badly, on the comment section. I have to abuse you. I'm sorry, because I don't just have this energy, negative energy, or this and that. If you know that you cannot give a sensible contribution on the comment section, I will put you to sleep. I'm sorry about that. So I'm sorry about that. If you cannot put a sensible contribution, I will put you to bed, directly. That is me. I don't. It's you. I'm checking my stream here now. Everything is fine on my stream. So I'm going to put the chat on quickly, because we've discussed so much yesterday. I don't want to, dabble into a lot of things. I don't want to stay for another 2 hours today. Just go be very short. But please, guys, after a while, I have to close the stream so that I only take people on. So if you have anything to say, you were not here yesterday, you want to say something, so just come and join us quickly, please. As you are here, we are almost 200 people watching. Please, only 34 likes. That is very important. That you can forget to like this video. Thank you, Confidence Okafor. Thank you. Please like the video. I know that some of you, if you don't even do super chat, but like the video. Chris, your camera is not on. No. Oh God. So like the video, guys. Like the video. So let me get Chris on. So Chris is going to be here with me. I actually have nothing to say, but let me just get Zizo start quickly. Zizo was here yesterday, but he wants to say some few things. So Zizo, the floor is yours. Thank you, Zizo, for joining again.
Yeah, man. I think the only part I do is good. I don't know. It's Osimhen where to play tomorrow.
I think you're at work.
No.
I don't know. Who is his car? There's car there, like moving. Hello, Zizo? I think there's somebody talking in the background.
No. There's nobody here. I don't know where the noise.
Can you mute yourself? Let me see. Are you mute? Oh, I think it's you. Okay, Zizo, your thought.
Yeah. I said I don't know if Osimhen is where to play tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think he can still win maybe highest goal scorer tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah,
if he's fit.
He trained, so
yeah, maybe if they will try to put him to at least maybe to score 1 or 2 to top the charts, he can still be. He has something for Nigeria to share for.
Yeah,
there is no cup again.
Him and Lookman also.
Yeah, him and Lookman. Lookman is, I think he's third. He's 3 goals, not 4.
Yeah, don't fall.
Yeah.
Another thing, I don't know. I think it's better to continue with this team maybe in the coming, because this Egypt they will come for this 3rd place. I'm telling you. it's not good to put all these players just in. Maybe if Nigeria is winning, they can start putting them little instead of pushing them to play that third place. Because if they push all of them, as in majority of them that have not played to play third place, it's gonna be a calamity. Maybe Egypt will score us like 3 goals before we know what is happening, and the Nigerians won't be happy with it. So it's better to continue with this team. Maybe make a little changes in the second half.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it will be better like that. Like the way they maybe it's only Awaziem will be the person in that middle of defense, and the let's all of them continue like that. If Osimhen is not 100% fit, maybe or Paul Onacho will start. Maybe second half, Osimhen will come in. You understand? But let them start the way they start against Algeria and make a little changes instead of pushing that right back that got injured. Put Sanusi. It's gonna be a calamity. Yeah, because Egypt is not going to Mamouche. All of them are playing. Salah is playing.
Yes.
So yeah, so I think let them continue the way they start. Maybe in second half they change 1 or 2 players.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. That I wanted to say something last time, but I forgot. I had a dream that my dream, if I dream like this, is hardly my dream doesn't come to pass. I don't dream, but when I dream like this, it always comes to pass. You understand? I dreamt that Nigeria go to what as in participated in this 2026, and that time I just saw it in the vision where all the whole Nigerians were celebrating. I don't know why they were celebrating. I just saw Nigeria qualifying for 2026. Yeah, that is what I wanted to say it last time, but I forgot because you just pushed me to the back.
Because there were so many people there.
Yeah, that was what I saw last time. I saw Nigeria qualify for 2026 World Cup. All the whole Nigerians back home, everybody were jubilating. No, nobody remember Nations Cup again.
See,
of course now.
if Nigeria, see, I just think that Nigeria might probably actually, because with what I know, I don't want to like say so many things, but I just think that they can just like gallop to this World Cup. You know, I see that happening. You know, and you will see that not even doing well there. You will say, you know, doing well there and representing Africa actually worked very well. So, who do you think will win the final? Because I want to ask you about third place.
Morocco will win it. Nah. For them to do this thing to us and Cameroon, Senegal all will be. They will fry Senegal like egg.
They will. You see that final on Sunday. It's gonna be Morocco letting the whole Africa know that we own the football in this continent now.
Even Senegal should pray that they should score them 2-0 the way they score Cameroon.
You know the funny thing, before when after the game against Nigeria, the Senegalese people were happy that the Moroccans, Senegal was supporting Morocco against us. Yeah. They were doing because they have this friendship between the two nations, so they were happy. But now after they are seeing what Morocco is doing to their people now they are complaining. I said, don't worry, you can not turn by turn.
Now,
you see, after this final,
they don't know where to trade.
I say after this final, that relationship, it will break.
Smith, Koulibaly, I thought it's only 1 yellow card they got because
they have given him a yellow card. He's out.
See, Smith. I don't know if you listen to the vote that I sent to you before the Algerian game. I told you that the way Morocco are going to fix this game, they're not going to do it on the particular game. They will do it a game before the game. You see that game against Algeria? That the yellow card wasn't a mistake.
Hmm.
It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. I sent you a voice note. I told you that what they will do is that when they see that Nigeria is winning or they see that Nigeria is winning, they will look for a player there. They know that somebody there they know that is important to the team, and they will make sure that person doesn't play that game against Morocco.
To weaken
the
team. Yeah.
They knew that everybody already knew that our defense is suspect, but they knew that there's something again in our team is the midfield, and the person they needed to give the yellow card was Ndidi.
And what you said is true, and the same thing happened to Bassi as well.
Exactly. So they know what they are doing. They know. You see that game here. If that was scored in that game against Morocco, Bassi would have gotten a red card. One player there, either Bassi or Onyedika. I told you that what they were going to do is that they will, in that last video, in that last live, I told you guys that the moment Onyedika makes any tackle, they will give him a yellow card. And that yellow card is to make sure that he doesn't do anything in the game again. To come, they will make sure they gave Onyedika a yellow card and they gave Bassi a yellow card. They gave the two places.
Give the penalties, then trial.
That's what I'm saying. Nigeria already understood. They understood what was going on.
That's what I'm saying. Senegal own will be worse.
See, what they will do to Senegal is first of all Mane. The moment Mane says anything to the ref, because Mane likes to be vocal. Because if you watch throughout the games, you're always talking to the ref. The moment he says anything to the ref, you get a yellow card.
And they have not bringing any, or they have not showed any official that will officiate the final match.
No, he says it's from Sudan.
Hey,
it's from Sudan. See, the issue is this now. Senegal now are complaining. The hotel they gave them is at the middle of the city.
Senegal should not complain. They should not complain. They should not complain because right from when everybody has been talking, they have been supporting Morocco, saying Morocco is doing well. Look at their brothers. Even their former players against Nigeria, they were saying that they are supporting Morocco to win. So they should not talk. They should not say anything. They should sit down and enjoy it.
All of us will face the same problem.
They will face all of us.
Tanzania face their own. Cameroon
the whole West Africa, the West African countries will come together and say, you know what, enough is enough. You see, on Sunday, Morocco and Senegal relationship is going to break like this.
You know that
it will break.
If that VR, if not because of Thomas Bongide that was on that VR that day,
would have called him to
they
go.
Would have asked that Mumu man to go and
look for that penalty. Of course,
see the penalty. And you know
that ball swing when Hakim played that ball swing like this and touch hit Kabim Bassi tie before the hand.
Yeah, and he said so. Thank you, Zizo. So, okay, you are thinking that Morocco will win.
No, I'm saying to you that Senegal should pray that you will not reach 2-0. Because they were laughing at us. We play 0-0, but them, they should pray that you will not reach 2.
At least this AFCON, now only Nigeria, now Morocco don't score.
No, they don't score us.
If he scores.
Thank you, Zizo. Thank you for this comment. Yeah. So so I have Buki. Buki is a mention. Thank you. Nice to see you finally. And I have Temidokwe. I also have Yusuf Ashiwat here. So yeah, Chris, let me hear from you.
Yeah, so continue from the game against Morocco, because I wasn't here yesterday. You know, like when I looked at that game, the one thing that really got me angry was not about just only the officiating. It was just about Nigeria as a footballing nation. You know, because there's no way, bro. There's no way Nigeria, like the way, like if we put our house in order, if we do things the way we're supposed to do it, can Morocco even step to us to even try to do anything shady in a game we are playing against them? Like that was the part that really pissed me off, because I don't look at it like it just, you know, because of the fact that we have decided to not do things the right way. Because what reputation does Morocco have, like in terms of, like, you know, when you talk about like if as a football nation in Africa, like for me, like if it's Egypt, I understand, you know, but allowing them like that game that they made me feel like as if we're being, you know, like they say, little bro, like the rubbing our head like this, like That was how it felt. That was how it felt. Like that's how it felt. That's how it felt. Like our there was our NFL president was never nowhere to be seen. Like he was just felt like as if like.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. If you are a muscular man, very big man, gym man, you are very strong, and somebody now came to your house, he carried gun, wounds your muscle tire.
Of course, now.
What's
Of
the
course.
man? Use hand to rub your head. We rub your head. See, they see. No matter the giants where we be, they see. Okay, somebody carry police come your house. Police is already. There's no way we can do at that moment in time. Now Morocco they in charge. Look at how they are taking nobody's so well. Who will complain? We really want to go talk to Calf official. Calf official did not do anything.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That the only in something like this, the only people that can call them to order is are the also big African countries in this tournament. And that's what I'm saying. Like we don't have that reputation of being a country that can say, "Calf, don't do this or don't do it," because we ourselves we have a bunch of clowns running stuff in that circles there in Abuja.
Yes.
We don't have anybody with authority. There's nobody in our federation that can say that can come with the CAF president on the phone and CAF president will say okay. You know what I mean? Like there's nobody we have there. There's nobody with power and reputation that can really step into and say this thing needs to be addressed. We don't have that, and that was what made me angry that day, because I felt like for a country like Nigeria with the history we have in terms of football and just politically in any way, there's no way Morocco should be stepping towards like that. There's no way.
See,
that is no way possible.
There is no. See, I understand you, but when you are a visitor in people's country, you are limited. But people have been waiting for you. They want me to ask you this question.
Yeah.
You know the question already.
Of course, I know. It's Onyedika. Now I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know something there. So I'm gonna call. Get that. You know the thing with Onyedika. You know, the day before that game, I came and I told you guys that my issue I have is that the way him winning the balls, and in a game like that, they will call even something that is even not slightest to be a foul. They'll call it, and like when the game started, the thing that the referee tried to do, or should I say whatever it is, was that they try to make sure that the key places that we have players that can help us move the ball forward. That was Bassi, and that was Onyedika that came to replace Ndidi. They made sure they got that yellow card. And for someone like Onyedika, you came into a team to replace somebody. It's your first start in the tournament, and you get a yellow. Second start in the tournament, and you get a yellow card in a game like that. What does it do for you as a player? And knowing that the next challenge you make, because after that, he didn't make any challenge again. He didn't try to make any risky challenge again. So, and another thing again, as I always talk about Onyedika is this. I say like footballers, they have some footballers with some limitations that you have to pair with another footballer that can complement them. And another player that was really disappointed also in that game was Onyedika. Because if you watch the game against Morocco was Mali, the one thing that helped Mali in that game was that they had midfielders that could drive with the ball. And we didn't have enough of that in that game. And it will be still somebody, still the kind of player that when you give him the ball, he will drive with the ball. I'll give an example. Someone like De Bruyne, someone that like Toure, someone like who else? Who can I even call? Like someone like Jude Bellingham, someone that can take the ball and go, like and move. Iwobi will get the ball. He will make it. He will make a direct pass.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You mentioned Frank Onyeka.
Yeah.
You mentioned Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
Yaya Toure won the Champions League for FC Barcelona.
No. I'm not comparing both of them.
You see, the reason why you cannot compare them or you cannot even mention them in the same sentence is because one player, they are two different people. Okay, one player is on the bench in Brentford. In a lowly club in England, and one is a Champions League winner, one is playing for even Real Madrid. So for me, the reason why Onyeka cannot do what you are saying, that's the reason why he's not playing for those clubs.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that what we need is midfielders that can take the ball and move with the ball, that can break lines, they can win, like they can move with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch that game when they took out Onyedika and Onyeka came to defensive midfield, you could see that he was struggling to pass the ball. There was a time he almost got caught on that position.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? Like, what exactly does it bring to the team if he can't pass the ball? If he can't do anything with the ball, what does it bring to the team? So that's what that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that when you look at Onyeka, when you look at the midfielders we have, the profile that we are missing is midfielders that can move with the ball. They can move with the ball because even Iwobi, as good as he is with breaking line with passes, Iwobi can't move with the ball. He cannot. He's not the kind of player that will take the ball and try to go. He can't do that.
Yeah.
And that was what that was what Mali used to disturb Morocco in that game. That boy Diakite, you saw what he was doing with the ball. When they give him the ball like this, when he came in, he was causing problem for Morocco. He was causing them problem because they couldn't get the ball off him, and he was winning fouls for them. So that's something that we need. We need midfielders like that. We need midfielders that will take the ball and they will go, like they will go. And that was something we're missing in that game against Morocco because defensively, I don't think we had that much problem. Even the shots they had, it wasn't like a shot that that was you understand, like we didn't have much problem against them. And this is something that I really loved about that performance because you remember after the group stage games, before the game against Mozambique, I came here and I told you guys that the goals we considered were free kick goals in those group stages. I told you that this talks about our defense is kind of like it's too much talk, it's overrated. Like I feel like people are just complaining to me about defense.
Yeah.
Our defense is quite good, you understand?
Yeah.
Because I watched that game against Congo. Congo did everything they could do in that game, and they could not get like clear-cut chances that will break us down. That's why I say those goals we considered in those group stages were those freakish goals.
Yeah.
That will not concede on a serious day.
I also agree with you to that. It's just overrated. I think our defense is not that bad the way people talk about.
Yeah, the way people make it, look. So and that's something. So what for me, what I should be expecting Eric Schell to do now is to get different profiles of midfielders. We need a midfielder that can move with the ball. We need a midfielder that you can, if you press him, if you're not collecting the ball, he's winning a foul. Yeah, that's what we need.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's also working hard, to actually get on players because he said in his press conference today that he kept on mentioning 4 positions that he actually wanted to reinforce. He wanted a midfielder. He wanted somebody with control, can go back and forth. Frank Onyeka can do that one for him, but Frank Onyeka needs to be effective in both halves, not only our own half, also the opposition half too, very decisive. Chukwueze can be decisive in the other.
No. Chukwueze, I feel like Chukwueze's time is done. Like it's time for the Super Eagles is done.
Okay, Chris.
Smith, I 100% believe that Chukwueze intentionally missed that penalty. And nothing Smith, I'm telling you, there's nothing anybody will tell me in this life that will make me not think otherwise. I'm telling you that I 100% believe that he intentionally missed that PK. I will Smith.
Chris,
oh my God.
Chris, hold on. If you are saying this, that means that you are trying to justify those that are online trying to bully him because
no, I'm not. See, Smith. If you look at the way he stepped up to play that penalty, there was zero conviction in his face. There was zero conviction that he was stepping up to score that penalty. And I still believe that he did that to spite the coach for not playing in that game. And that is and that is what I hold on to. And nothing anybody will tell me, except Chukwueze goes and take a lie detector test and answer that. If he doesn't do that, there's nothing anybody will tell me that he did not intentionally miss that PK. Ask yourself this question: do you think if that was a game Fulham against Man City, Chukwueze would play that penalty like that?
See, Chris, you have opened a lot of.
There's nothing anybody can tell me, man. There's nothing anybody will tell me in this life that he did not intentionally miss that PK.
Chris, I will still bring you. Don't go. You have to. I'll bring you up back. Let me just try and answer some people. I should work here quickly. I'll still bring you back up because you have opened a lot of questions to start flying in for you now. Just stay there. I'm going to bring you back on, please. So, Chris, stay there. Yeah. So, let me just take some quick super chats quickly so that I can bring. So I have super chat. I have one from I said at the tempo of the game swallowed my brother Yetika. He looked composed at times, but lost many times. Lost it actually many times. I just feel Onyeka should have played deeper. Onyeka cannot pass the ball. That's the problem. He cannot pass the ball well. That's my own problem. So it's that I would say she was surprised how Morocco, despite playing with one outright was DM and CM, could contain the same actually what the content against Cameroon. So Ekanus and Zabari isn't the CM, but the issue is this now. They are defensively disciplined. They're disciplined. So I just think that they do what they did and they stopped us. So let me just still one. Say kudos to Shell. Say kudos to Shell for transforming our defense. Pasero made us think we had a bad defense. Our main issue is to tighten our midfield. Yeah, I believe too. So he's trying to get midfielders. We hope that they can actually they can calm down. See, my space. You cannot come here. I will put you to sleep. You cannot come here and abuse my guest. That's what I will not take from you. You cannot come here and abuse my guest. If you have a contrary opinion, you say it. I'm not tolerate that. And if you say any other abusive word again, I will put you to bed. I think you have started your tantrum, so you go and take lollipop and sleep. I will not tolerate you come and abuse somebody here. I don't think it's if you have your own opinion, please, you can say it. You can say it. I have another super chat from someone. I said that Onyeka have played DM. It could have actually it could have made a simple, easy pass to go. Okay, you're right. So this go and do coaching job. I agree with the person that said that Onyeka should have played DM that day. Okay, that's Pogman actually. It's still common actually what expatiate on that, but let me just try and beat him to point on quickly. Then I have Buki and Dotun. Then after that is Yusuf. So the Mdokwe, I know you are very fast. The Mdokwe is on free zone.
No.
Yes. Quickly. I'm fine. The Mdokwe.
Good evening, my brother. How are you doing today?
I'm all right.
First of all, as I give you that other guy, Mr. Chris, that says Chukwueze made that intentionally. Chukwueze, I'm not winning anything. I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree. Because Chukwueze, I'm not winning anything in his career. Apart from that 17 World Cup, I'm not winning anything in his career.
Do you think he wants to win?
I want anything in his career.
Do you think he wants to win?
He wants to win. Because I saw the video after the match. He was crying heavily. I was crying. So I saw the video. I saw the video by Pompuja. He was crying.
Okay, sorry, hold on. My space, please. You called him a name that is unprintable here. If you have a contrary opinion, you can say it without abusing anybody. And if you continue, I will remove you. That is my take. You can say something without abusing anybody here, without using insultive words here. But if you continue to use insultive words here, I will take you out. That is it. Continue, Demdokwe.
Okay, that's about that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that can do that. But just the mistake that he made that day. That's one. And for me, I mean that share me the mistakes too much time. That being in that game, like play 5-10 minutes in that game. That one month a beat. That's one. That's about you. Secondly, about the player that want to play for Nigeria. Up to Tosin not there. Is Tosin there?
No,
Smith
no.
better. We don't want him. Should go and you don't want him. Go to Chelsea. And for that one, they want him to Chelsea that get this boy from Burnley. Let's go Chuku. Get that boy. He's a good ball carrier. Can't play for France. But name for Burnley. France cannot call him and get him now. It's very easy. And other players too. And finally, they should please keep Shell. Keep Shell till 2030. Because that man have done a good job. We are very good defensively now. We have transformed Barkley to work as defender. You want to play now. And before I go, talking about Morocco, let them do it. Last time when Ayatu was there, Ayatu is bad. Ayatu is bad. Ayatu this Bosepe, the worst president. Wake up. I don't know what's doing. They are doing that. We are taking them on that day when they are taking one Bali too well. We can't say nothing. I watched the videos today. Wake up, they are doing it. Two times, they take it too well away. 2 times. What of football? They continue doing that. And on Sunday, Senegal beat them. They will lose and they will cry. They will
Me
cry.
too, I'm a pro Senegal fan, but it's just that
They will cry.
all these francophone countries, they tend to be against Nigeria each time. That is my problem with them. I don't know what we did there.
Since where I go, and this tweet, any of them, and this FIFA Congo issue, you stand a chance to play. You have a good chance.
Oh,
Congo issue. Congo and Nigeria issue. You stand a chance.
It is. I said it's 50-50 before now. Based on what I know now, it's like 65-35.
65. Okay.
65-35, yeah. For favor, yeah.
I'll be possible. Let me leave now. Talk to you later. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Yeah. So I have either two and Bookie Nest. Then Yusuf is gonna be after the two of them. So I have Omo Ola. Are you here for the first time? It's like I've seen this face. It's like I've seen this face before. I don't want to tell you where I've seen the face before. But let me bring Wookie and Aida to quickly. Wookie, nice to finally meet
boss.
you. You used to be on the background,
I've been on the show before.
Okay, I've been here before. I don't even know. So maybe I forgot. Maybe AFCON don't come out our.
As in the thing affects me. That's why I wanted to come on the program before, but man, after that the thing. I even saw your face the other day.
I know my face.
This thing enters me
body. Yeah, it tires me. So, yeah.
Wow. Anyway, it's nice being on the show again, and Mr. Didotun. It's nice seeing your face.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I just want to touch on a few things.
All right.
First off is the administration.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly is about Onyedika. And thirdly is about the prospects of the Eagles moving forward, the Super Eagles moving forward. So I'll start with Onyedika. Onyedika has a problem that is similar to our Nigerian problem, our Nigerian players' problem. And that problem is simply homegrown, not even foreign based now. Is about the ability to improve themselves personally. They don't invest in themselves personally. I think is it not Sean Opie or there's someone that gave this analysis that do you know Sunday Olise? and Onyedika, they have something similar.
Mhm.
Onyedika was first of all a number 10
Yeah.
before he was switched back to a deep line playmaker.
Yes.
Sunday Olise was a number 10 before he was switched back to be a defensive midfielder.
Okay. Yeah.
Sunday Olise developed himself defensively, and he developed his defensive attributes, and he
Mhm.
became a solid player that can, from a defensive side, he knows how to teleport passes,
Mhm.
diagonal straight passes, line breaking passes.
Mhm.
But Onyedika is not doing that to himself. He's
Yeah.
not developing himself. And all these people, they just make money, and they're not actually looking at employing personal trainers. Look at what Bassi is doing. That's why Bassi is now the talk of the town. Bassi
Yeah.
invested in himself, having
You're right.
private trainers.
Yes. During summer.
Tony Summer, this guy is improving himself. Look at the emotional speech, emotional interview he gave to this Daniel or whatever that you actually posted on your story on Instagram.
Mhm.
Like, it's very touching about his mom, the
Yeah.
sacrifice that everybody made.
Yes.
See, now Nigerian players, fine. We understand they all came out of poverty. But if you want to be counted, you have to
Mhm.
create an enabling environment for yourself to be counted. Invest in yourself.
Mhm.
So that's what Onyedika is lacking. He lacks the ability to train himself, to retrain himself. If he can work on that, excellent. He'll even be better than, he will be in the mode of Olise, because now Onyedika knows how to time his runnings to the edge of the box, just like Lampard. Work on yourself on that. Know how to be strong defensive, know how to mark, know how to even play long shots from outside. It's not that you just be playing side passes, back passes. Oh, they'll give you ball. You can fine, you can break press. But if you can break press and you don't have the initiative of throwing deadly passes, just like Moby, you're a useless player.
Mhm.
Sorry to say that. But and that is why he needs to develop himself more. Put more on. That's them don't do much on that. And that's why we were, even when he was starting, we were actually short one.
Mhm.
Onyedika in that match was short one. When he was substituted, you notice that the game was even more balanced. Because he was just running after running. He was not functional.
Mm. Mm.
He
So
should have been a second outlet.
I
He
want
should
to
have
ask
been a
you a
second.
question.
Okay, go
Do
ahead.
you think that based on what we saw against Morocco, some clubs are skeptical that we know that they don't want to gamble, because for me
Yes.
it's been
Yes.
Belgium for a long time now.
Yes. See, Belgium is the best place for him now. If he does not improve himself, he will move away from Belgium. He'll just be struggling. And if he eventually moves away from Belgium, he won't go to a very good club that will get him
Yeah.
where he wants to
Because
be.
if this Toshuku Nadi could leave Belgium before Onyedika, there's a big problem, because that boy is being linked to Brighton.
You see now? And Tojuku Nadi will be good. It will help him if he also work on his own personal. See, just like you now, everybody,
Mhm.
Mr. Ade, everybody also retrain himself.
Yes.
You develop yourself. You just don't sit down and say, okay, because I am here, because I have the skill, I have the talent. No, look at what Osimhen is doing. We are even saying everybody's coming out of poverty. Osimhen develops himself. You see Osimhen every season, every this thing. I'm always seeing a change. He has added something, another attribute to himself. I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe he has a personal trait now, but he works on himself.
I think it's discipline,
You
because
understand?
I saw him and a particular player. They went somewhere. It was taking, just
Oh, I
one.
know,
The other person was
I
just
know,
wrapping everything all together.
I understand. I know we are talking about. I've seen it. Yeah. So can you now see? Can you see there's a thin line? There's a very thin line between discipline and personal training and personal
Yes.
development.
Mhm.
So if they can work on that, if you can even work on his discipline, it will be good. Because Onyedika I'm seeing, I think is not that disciplined. From what I'm seeing, I might be wrong, but he needs to
Yeah,
do
I think
that.
he needs to up his game, you know.
He
I
really needs to
remember
up his game.
after the game against Algeria, you know, I think the coach gave them timeouts. So I was like thinking that, you know, I was expecting some of the, you know, the stars to be
Shenanigans.
out and be, you know.
Shenanigans, yeah.
I just realized that the Lukmans and they are playing video game in their room and they're not going out. Yeah, look actually left. I think it's got internet problem. Usman is not, you know, he's disciplined. So I'm not saying that you should not enjoy yourself, you know, when doing this thing, but I just think that he's probably disciplined. But I think Buki already actually made his point actually was known. So I just know your thought quickly. I think I have
Thank you very
Yusuf,
much.
Yusuf and
Let me
Omo.
start. Let me start from where Buki stopped. Fine. Onyedika made a move from Denmark to Belgium, and that means like a stepping stone. But it's been
Yeah.
Belgium for a while now. You know my kind of person. I don't condemn players.
Yeah.
I only advise them to work on their, you know,
Weaknesses, yeah.
weaknesses. And I think I fought for him before here. How come that they always pick all his midfield partners? Anton Dashari. Do you know how much we paid for? Do you know how much we paid for Anton Dashari? 37 million. 37 million euros.
Let me just book it to say the final thought. I think he's back now. Bookie, let me say the final thought. So Bookie, any final thought? I think we lost you slightly there. Can you hear me? Hello?
You are glitching. You are glitching.
I think it's glitching slightly.
Maybe you should send the link. You should rejoin.
You can rejoin, I think. Can you hear me, Bookie? I think it's having internet. Okay, right. Yeah, I just continue.
So we paid about 37 million for Jashori.
Yeah.
A boy that just played one season in Club Brugge from Lausanne.
Yeah.
Definitely, their qualities. We are looking for the player.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good player, but he needs to add more to himself. He needs to add more to himself. Smith, the first time I saw Sunday Olise, they beggar for stores.
Yeah.
Agbole.
Yeah.
He was playing defensive midfield. He's very young. And with everyone, you know, Fire 2 now, Fire 2 actually, this guy will play for Super Eagles, which he did. And like I said, you have to work on yourself. And on Chukwueze, now people can see now that all I've been saying that Milan coaches, all the coaches that Milan Chukwueze played for in Milan, they gave him chance. But Chukwueze is like this. He's never consistent. Chukwueze will play 2 matches well. And 10 matches, Chukwueze will fumble. But I disagree with Chris for saying he also wanted to win. He might be angry, forget his nonchalant attitude. Toward that penalty. You can't tell me that he intentionally missed that penalty. I disagree with that. Yeah. Not because he also wants to win something for national team. And I will never say his time is up in national team because he's too young. I'll be saying someone has given us his best in Super Eagles. Maybe he can just focus on his club football.
I want to ask you a question. Please. Who is more important to Super Eagles between Moise Simon and Samuel Chukwueze?
I'm going to answer that question in 2 ways.
No, don't answer it one way.
Okay, me, I won't pick it out. Them, I won't pick it out.
No, okay.
Okay.
Pick the lesser
Okay,
evil.
but I will say Chukwueze.
Chukwueze.
Yes, and I will tell you why.
Yes.
Chukwueze being serious can give
You
you
said
something.
being serious. Why do you put the being serious there? Okay, Simon being serious too.
Simon can I'll be saying, look at my big tummy. I'll be saying that Simon can never grip me. That's how I answer the question in 2 ways. That's it. Chukwueze being serious. He's serious. Chukwueze give you his best. I think he needs somebody. I think the national team, we need psychologists for all the players.
Yes, I agree.
We need psychologists for all the players in the national team.
Yeah.
Team psychologists that can set these guys up.
Yeah.
The workload on Eric Shell and his backroom stars and their stars, the workload is too much. But we need a psychologist that will size these boys up. You know, he might feel that, am I not good enough? It's been like 1994. This guy did not play any single match until the final. Imam Munike. And he took all the credit, he got the glory, God gave him all the glory that day. He scored the 2 goals.
I want to take comments from James Oboji. He said that at least Simon will defend. Simon Chukwueze will not score or assist or defend. So what are you now saying? what are you? At least if someone is not attacking, we help you to defend.
But I forgot saying that how many assists this guy played in that match he played? Samuel Chukwueze.
Which one?
What did Chukwueze played against Gabon? He did well. But I was like, I'm not saying. I'm just talking about. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because I've watched someone for a long time. I said Chukwueze, if he's serious, if he has that psyche, he's going to give you a lot. He's going to give you a lot. That's I think his problem is different. You know, he has talent. He's talented, but just wants to push him. Yeah. Now I want to, as per the team, CAF Smith. I've been saying it many a times, even on all of these things. Since CAF has started to be begging or to be going to Morocco for everything, they will continue to do the bidding of Morocco, because if you pays the piper, it takes the tune. Now there were video evidences that show that what the Senegalese, the Moroccans did. So, somebody went to pick his towel.
Yeah. Which
all goalkeepers do that. They put their water can and put away there. So he went to pick it, and all the fans were shouting. And nobody could do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody could do anything. Smith, the way it is going, sub-Saharan African countries, we are going to suffer a lot. I'm not saying that only Nigeria. Sub-Saharan African countries, we are going to suffer in football the way it is going.
Yeah.
And why? Because we can, apart from Cote d'Ivoire now, that I'm just saying because they hosted the last AFCON.
Mm-hmm. Now,
do they also have maintenance culture? In the next 5 years, we don't stay there be good enough to be used for our sport activities. We can't say now. We West Africa cannot build facilities, sporting activities that F Morocco come and host it. Let us host it. Women are AFCON. Women AFCON under 17, under 20 FC Morocco.
I know too. Let's be sincere that FIFA is also running to Morocco. FIFA has awarded the next 4 under 17 women championship to Morocco. So CAF is not the only one doing the Morocco. But I don't. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. You know, I really actually was money. I had to ask, okay, I just before you go, please. Who's going to win the final of the AFCON quickly?
Well, I know myself. I want Senegal to win, but I doubt if they are going to win. On paper, on football ground, Senegal will win. But with what happened to Nigeria, bro, the same thing is going to happen. The same fate is going to happen to Senegal. You see.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. So, Buki, I think Buki is struggling with internet. I think I saw Sean Opie join with the France jersey. I didn't see him again. But he's keep on going on the last. He's keep on going on the stage. So, I think Yusuf is next with Omo the stage. So, yeah. So this stage. Yeah, Yusuf, yeah, your turn. Just be talking, yeah.
All right, thank you for having me. Hope you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, well, it's unfortunate that what happened to us, despite our hope about the Super Eagles. If you observe, I've not been joining the session in recent time. Apart from my tight schedule, I go into that match. I was also tense, kind of. So I try to avoid anything that will make me, increase my attention towards that match because we seem to have put more hope in that. For that semi-final, no doubt about that. I think you just have to move on. It has happened. Like I read this morning, I think Alhaji Minister allows AFCON diary. So he gave his own because he was there and reporting, and he gave his own opinion about the match. And of course, he made us understand that no doubt about that. Being the host, in the situation where we have 50-50, there's more tendency that the decision will be tailored towards given to the Moroccans being the host, and because they have the 12 man, that is their fans, and the stage was quite set, quite big for them. So, and for Yedika, naturally, I was thinking, though we may not just give him the platform. I was thinking that guy Nadishu would do better job than Noyinka because I think he plays more like indeed himself. Because I saw him play in the friendly match prior to the AFCON against Egypt. But because I understand that we may not give him that platform because of the magnitude of that semi-final, and of course he has not actually played any part in this ongoing AFCON. But Oyinlika has played and has scored two goals against Uganda. So I think that was probably one of the reasons. But left to me too, I don't really because Oyinlika is not a rugged player. It's not an aggressive player that can drag ball forward. But all he does is to take the ball and try to take it slowly. And I'm not even sure he's the kind of player that can protect ball when he's on board. That's why most time when you see him with duel, he lost duel. So before he decides, the American will have rally run and get the ball from him. So that's one of the problems we had in that semi-final. And of course, kudos to our back lines, including the goalkeeper. I think they kept us in that game. Yes, one Bali and our back stand. And because if you look at the statistics, I think we have about 520 something, and then Morocco had 5, very close. We had a little bit higher. I mean, statistics higher than them in terms of passes. But when you look at it, there's more tendency that those passes were from what our defensive lines actually when they receive what they make those passes. I think that's why we have that edge. And of course, we are also disappointed in Adam Harkos because I think he has better footwork than Osimhen. Osimhen is not a kind of football playing striker. Osimhen is a finisher. Get the ball to Osimhen either on here or on the floor, on the ground. In as much as in the ET, Osimhen can always bury the chance, but it's not the type that can take ball and try to it doesn't have. But Akos has it, and I expect him to do better in that semi-final. So I just felt that maybe it wasn't our hope was high. And going to that final, personally, I don't think Morocco will beat Senegal. Because I think Senegal has better players than us. Those, I mean, in time of those who can match them strength by strength, who can wrestle them, especially in the midfield. Yes, Senegal have players that can drag ball in the midfield. So and yes, we do not have that. When we cannot drag ball, he can pass. We cannot move ball and when the ships are down, you know what the kind of Ronaldinho can do. I remember there was a particular Champions League against Chelsea that when he decided the match himself. I mean, Ronaldinho, one of the past Champions League. So we don't have that kind of player. Okay, so and I think Senegal, to an extent, we have Sadio Mane at the flank or anywhere, and we also have some players in their midfield that they can wrestle whatever the Moroccans will bring it. So left to me, I think I think I still give it to Senegal. Senegal will beat them. Senegal
Yeah.
will.
So what about
Senegal,
Nigeria against Egypt?
yeah, as usual, it's becoming a bit tries. We find a way to finish that top place. Though the tension is down now, so even myself, I don't have I don't have any pressure on me watching that match, but I'm going to watch it, but without any pressure. They just go and enjoy themselves. So I wouldn't know if the coach will let to play those kind of Nandi
Mhm.
and the like. But if he does it, but I think we should
I think
try.
the coach want to win it.
Yeah, I think we should try and hedge them. We should forget what happened in the semi-final and go ahead because it's our best right. I think we are won it more than any other country in Africa. So I think if we are to win gold with it, I think we have won a lot of gold with it. That's with that
Yes.
losers final.
Final question for you now. What's the way forward to keep Eric Shell for build towards what? What's the way forward?
Of course, we have to keep him. Even like I said, I read Alhaji Mumda Sawolaw's diary this morning. He also advocated that we have to keep him and let him continue with that momentum. I think he has some plans. He has to have some players, especially those kind of players that I don't know if he have that can a kind of midfielder who can drag ball, who can.
He said that if he's going to continue, he's bringing new players in, and I can tell you that some players are already popping up.
If we have to check, if we have to look at the opinions, at least more people are opinion that he should stay, and I want to believe NFF will listen to them. Yeah, so at least if you have to sample opinion about for like 10 people, at least 8 to 7 people will say no, let him continue. Yes, because we really enjoy what we saw. Not until Morocco. No team had better possession than Nigeria. Yes. In fact, sorry to say, like I keep because Alhaji Mumla said if the match had been on neutral ground, what would have happened?
Yes.
If we had played that match on neutral ground, what would have happened? Yeah, because there won't be any pressure, there won't be 12 months, so it's going to be a level playing ground. So I think that was what actually happened. So we should get some players in that midfield. Yeah, that can work with ball.
All right. Thank you. It's always nice to actually want to hear from you. Thank you.
Right.
It is not your location.
In fact, before I go, do you know that how football can be emotional? A friend of mine had an accident. Match. Yes. He was going to work and trying to watch the match and monitor it he connected his phone with a vehicle. So he just told me that maybe Morocco were about to score a particular. I know the commentary now. So he just went to hit a truck that so the front of that vehicle is just taking off. So that is how what football means to us. Especially when Super Eagles are playing. That's I share this Nigerian football than all these foreign clubs football.
Honestly, in fact, they said that Man City, Man U is playing tomorrow. I didn't even know.
I like the Chelsea and Arsenal play on that day. I've been following Nigerian football for as far as 92, but from so it's like I couldn't sleep even going to that semi-final because anytime my mind just goes there, I just let me just find something to think about because the pressure was there,
Was there, but that with you, when we beat Algeria, because I was there.
Okay.
So I thought, say, there's nothing that happened to this team in semi-final that I will be this thing. And I spoke to like 4 Algerians that can speak English.
Okay.
One guy, who's a prominent guy, came to tell me that you guys have the best team, but you will not play anything, you will not win. I said that he said you will not win. He said that you will not win. He said the worst is that go to extra time. If you are lucky, you win on penalties. So you will not win.
Okay, kudos to our boys. So what will happen that day reminds me of Nigeria versus Argentina in 1994.
Yes.
1994. Any small touch or Maradona, you just fall down and give them. Yes, I remember that match. Same thing against Morocco.
Before I actually let you go, that Algerian game, immediately After 40 seconds, Algeria considered the free kick.
Yeah.
When that free kick happened, that thing settled our players. Honestly, you don't
Yeah.
know. We can see it. That thing.
Yes, as soon as we start, remember, yes,
Yes,
Osimhen was. I think it was. I think the player infringing
they
on
jumped on
Osimhen.
him.
Yes,
And one thing too was that
we had an advantage in that play. Yes,
referee booked one Algerian early or so.
yeah.
So that also shows that okay, it's like
Yeah.
today go good.
You
So
are right.
we
Yeah,
settled. If we got a decision in the first 5 minutes that favored Nigeria too
yeah,
against Morocco, that everything was strict, Morocco will be in trouble.
yeah. Sure.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah. So sorry, Omo Olagunju, just wait for
Olagunju.
a second.
Yeah.
Olagunju, sorry.
Olagunju.
Yeah. Sorry. One sec. Let me just bring Bookie first to wrap it up, to wrap his thoughts up quickly. Bookie, I think I can hear you clearly now. So
Yeah, I changed. I'm now on the laptop.
okay,
So I
okay,
just
all right.
want to
Just
finish.
wrap it up here. Yeah.
Yeah, so to
Yeah.
wrap it up, we finished about Onyedika, and I want to
Mhm.
talk about the administration and one other thing. I
Yeah.
think moving forward, the future of the Super
Chell.
Eagles. So I'll start with Eric Chell, the future of the Super Eagles. So I think from what I was saying earlier, we just need to add some other engine
Like who?
to the midfield.
Okay.
We need a driving force in that defense, someone that can understudy Ndidi. Now we can see that Ndidi is a spine of that team, and that was why they gave him that card against Algeria. Needless yellow card. Yellow card. But anyway, I will also not blame to divert a little bit. I also not blame Morocco because the investment they've done to develop their sports, they need to also have something to show for. That's why all these shenanigans is actually happening during this Nations Cup and subsequent for all the North African teams. And I'm just worried about sub-Saharan Africa. I think there's a problem that we really need to look into and that's also linking to administration.
Yeah.
We've substituted development for greed, personal greed.
Yes, you are right.
And that is the problem. It's a big problem. Notice all these North African teams, they are Arabs, but they know they can really differentiate between greed and development. But sub-Saharan Africa, just eat everything. Both money for development and money for enjoyment, we just eat everything. We don't understand. It's not that we don't understand. We just don't care about every other person. And this has been what has been affecting us going back to history, civilization. That's how the Europeans were able to come into. I won't go into history, but that's actually a problem that we really, really need to work on. It's a big problem, and that is why you can now see that those North Africans, they understand, and that's what even Europeans understand, that okay, put a sub-Saharan African there. All he just needs is just inject him with bribes, or let him know that, oh, if you do this, you're going to get this. So he always dance to our team. That is the play. That's why Issa Hayatou, you be there, you always support North Africans and support his own country. Musepe too, you support North Africans, you also support his own country.
But this guy, the guy from Madagascar, is he Ahmad?
The Ghanaian referee will not be by. Sorry?
The guy from Madagascar that was in charge during the 2019 AFCON, is it? There was one president from Madagascar there.
Madagascar.
I think the guy was slightly fair,
He was slightly fair, but look at it now. He was slightly fair. what region is Madagascar? They are Indo-African.
Yes.
They are more of Indian. They are in the Indian Ocean. They are not 100% pure Black African, sub-Saharan African.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's I won't want to, this is not a geopolitics. This is I don't want to talk more about that.
So talking about going forward, you've mentioned that he needs to inject new players. That means that you want him to stay. So
110%.
Yeah,
he needs to say. He needs to. So, if we are just honest with ourselves in Nigeria, let us build on these templates.
Yes,
we can build on this sketch of Eric Chell. Build on it. Let this formation. Let this this style of football. Let it trickle down to the youth level. If we can trickle down to especially the under-17. It will now become a part of us. It's not become a culture that when you know you are going to you are playing for the national team, you have to give in your all. You have to be running all the time, because we are very, any small wins for us as Nigerians or even sub-Saharan African, we tend to always relax.
Yes,
you have everything, but if you know that when you are going into this, you need to always put in that driving force. You should always have those kind of ginger.
I agree with you.
I just hope we can have a very good substitute that can understudy both Bassi and have a partner for Bassi. And we also need someone that will also be a third player for our left back. And two solid defensive midfielder that can also be a box to box. I don't know if that is what Akisomero is, but we need someone like that. And we also need a right central midfielder that can also impact the attack. And we really need an attacking midfielder. I hope that one area, what was his name, the young kid in Arsenal, can change his mind and want to play for Nigeria. That guy has a very, very good vision. If he plays for Nigeria, awesome. And we also need someone of I don't know what about this guy in Monaco, if he still wants to play for Nigeria.
He was picked. I will say it here now. He was picked for the game against Africa in Bloemfontein in September, but I think he was ready to come then, but he asked to be excused. He was having issues with his club then, so he asked to be excused then. I've seen him play against Africa in Bloemfontein. That game we played against Rwanda, South Africa in September, would have been there.
Oh, and what about this guy that plays for Strasbourg? That is also
he's Nigeria begging him now. He begged to be part of the Nigerian.
Now he was begging us.
Yeah.
Now
but, this time around, now his coach in Strasbourg is now in Chelsea. Chelsea have signed him. So and Netherlands have qualified for the World Cup.
But I don't think he will make the team. I don't think he might, because you have other. I don't think he will make the team.
But I think he's got a chance to make the team.
Yeah.
Osimhen is his mentor. Go and check his interview. Osimhen is his mentor.
I saw his interview with Omar Katuba.
He wants to play with Osimhen. Osimhen is what? He's his mentor, but the way it is, See, that's something. It's about movement. And why is it that this underage team, as you want to foreign born to play for you, Super Eagles. You don't want underage foreign born. So because you want to sell players.
Because of lack of knowledge. Do you know why? I think you understand why, but you don't. You are just trying to be playing safe. It is because of greed, corruption. Because if you now find a Nigerian player to put in there for the next 10 years or for the next 5 years, you will see a cut on him. That's what they are doing. You collect bribe from all those boys.
Yes.
You not start extorting them. So when they're now hoping that they get to big clubs, so it is just lack of vision. That is what's affecting us. Lack of vision from our administrator.
Before I let you go, Buki, there's a boy called Noah Adekoya. The boy, the boy played. The boy was in the camp for Nigeria under 20. But the boy said that it wasn't good enough for Nigeria. The boy just signed for Liverpool now.
Can you imagine?
and he's not good enough, and he signed for
It's
Liverpool.
not good enough for
Can,
Nigeria at 20.
can
He
you
just
see that
signed
it
for
is
Liverpool.
greed,
But they correct.
corruption,
And this man, he
greed?
went to the tournament with players that cannot keep offside. If you remember, that 20 World Cup, last one, his players cannot keep offside. His players can say, thank you, Wookie, for your time. So I can just
All
have
right.
love you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Wookie. Nice
thank you
talking
very
to you.
much. Nice
You're
talking
very
with you.
passionate Nigerian football fan.
Yeah.
I know from your audition. Thank you. So let me hear from you, Omo Olayanju. I got it right now. So I know
Yeah,
what
you
to do.
got it right now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Jalopin is next and the sport grinder. So I have Moses Miles, after the two set of guys. So I have Moses Miles and Kola next. But sport grinder and Jalopin is next after you. So let me hear from you, Omo.
Yeah, I actually want to talk on three things about Chukwueze,
Okay.
Onyedika, and the Chela and the match. So, but this brother mentioned one thing, so I just want to make a quick comment on it. See, Sub-Saharan African, we are not the most corrupted people on earth. In fact, Sepp Blatter was indicted for corruption. Even the hosting rights for this Saudi in 2030 something. So but the only thing is that there is a system and structure that is ensured to keep us in that way. So if that system is not break or that structure is not break, I don't see anything good coming in the nearest future. So so let me now go to Chukwueze. See, Chris saying Chukwueze intentionally missed that penalty. I don't think it's fair on Chukwueze, honestly. What I saw about Chukwueze is that there is no intention. He's not being intentional, playing that penalty. I don't think they will have allowed him to maybe he voluntarily wants to take the penalty, but he doesn't have the right intention, the right determination to play that shootout.
I want to ask you a question.
On
Onyedika, sorry, I want to ask you a question. Sorry.
Maybe.
Can you hear me?
Maybe I'm seeing it from a different perspective. Anyways, can you hear me?
Sorry, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So let me just say something about that.
Okay.
With the body language, do you think that thing can raise suspicion too?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but not because he intentionally wanted. Because if you see him very well, there is something. If you like to do something, maybe even it's a joke, it becomes your habit eventually. So that's what affected Chukwueze. And if you see at the training session in Casablanca, I think today, Kelechi was greeting everyone, and he's greeting Chukwueze as well. You can see the smiley face on his face. Honestly, he's crying, not because he felt. Yes, he might felt remorseful for his action, but he's too playful, he's not intentional, and he's not determined, and it's really affecting his career. Look at what he's doing in AC Milan before he left for Fulham. So, because in Fulham, I don't think they take those kind of attitude. That's why you see him a little bit, you see him perform a bit more compared to when he plays for Nigeria. So that's just my observations anyway. So, but he's not determined and intentional. That's just his problem, the way I see it. So, and about Onyedika, it's tired to mention one thing. Honestly, Onyedika needs to hire a personal psychologist. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw Sunday Olise speak about him. And if you look at his game very well, not because he's very bad, but because he lacks confidence and self-esteem. Before you can take on any to make some decisions, some actions on the pitch, you need courage, you need self-esteem, and most especially in games like that. Away fans, I've been in Emirates Stadium and I've seen sometimes the crowd when you are in the stadium. Sometimes if you're not a person that is strong mentally, you just play every passes, you just play so wrongly. So I think that's what it needs. Maybe Nigeria needs to hire a psychologist as well, because they need to inject some kind of mentality into these boys when it comes to some certain matches. And so that's what he needs. Yes, he needs some improvement on his games. Yes, he's slow. I didn't think Onyedika even play that position, because I watched the game very well, and most of the 75% or 80% of his passes were backward, a little bit diagonal, sideways. He has no confidence to even attract opposition to himself, play the ball, and give Iwobi room to play. If you look at the match when Nigeria started on a very good tempo, but because of the officiating, they started playing cautiously. And when Onyeka dropped deep, you can see Nigeria started getting the rhythm of the game. We started getting into the game, and but I don't see Morocco midfield better than us. Yes, honestly, it's just like that's why I want to. That's where I come to Eric Chel now. Eric Chel was outclassed tactically in that game. If you are to be fair, he was outclassed. And what happened is that I've seen Eric Chel speak, because the last game that I thought even you will come that in May to London in because I was there. So I after the game we waited for the mixed fans that when the players are going in, and he spoke. One thing about Eric Chel is that I think he's also learning with Super Eagles job, and the beauty of it that he's catching up very fast. If Nigeria lose Eric Chel now, I mean it will be a big loss for us more than him, because he has learned so well with Super Eagles job. Although, yes, he has impacted the identity of the team, blah, blah, blah. But this is time we need him, because we have invested and we need to reap that investment. If they allow him, even if they give him 3-4 years contract, it's not bad. They just need to plan about not just Super Eagles.
You pay salary first before they give him the 3 years.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. They need to pay his salary first. So, and that midfield is something we need more legs in. And I was going to ask you, the Tino and Johnny issues. What's wrong with it again?
There's no issue with it. It's just because that it has not been regular for Torino.
Because I think that guy is attacking power is very good compared to some of the.
It's very good, but the problem with him is just that he needs to. When he was in Empoli, he was playing regularly, but. He had, he went to Dubai too for a personal trainer. But he
had injury at some point.
He had injury at a personal point. So it's just the injury that have been stopping him in terms of potential. Oh no, this boy would have been given also. In terms of potential, it's not really a problem. It's just a guy that just need to see a specialist on that knee problem, that right knee, to see a specialist, then something will just change for him. He went to Dubai for extra. In fact, he was in Dubai for like 2 weeks. He didn't go for precision. He didn't go for holiday. He was in Dubai training. Even I think he went to Africa, maybe Kenya, run on knees and everything. So working hard, but this season has been very, very unlucky with injury.
Yeah, I think he has done well, but he needs to bring in more legs in some certain area.
After the World Cup playoff, after the game against Congo, he made some certain decisions, which I will not actually say here, but some of mine, of course, we know. But because the AFCON was
you always like to hide exclusive.
No, because the issue is this. Some people normally come here and come and listen to us. And indirectly, they look for a way to say, how does this guy know this information? The issue basically is that I know his intentions. Now I'm going to say one here now. The boy that plays for Brentford, the right back.
That Italian-born guy.
Yes, that is actually was his first choice. But the boy too, I think the boy wants. But my problem with the boy is this: Man City wants the boy.
Now
window, yes. So if the boy joins Man City, it's going to be difficult, because it's now
to convince him to play for Nigeria. Exactly,
difficult. The boy, things have been moving well around the boy, but if he's now a master player and Italy will fight you,
exactly.
They will forget that they have this budgeted man in that million. They will look for a way to get him. I know.
Whenever he's not doing well, they need some like scouts, like even if it is former Nigerian players that knew these players, they need them to speak to them and catch them very young before they start changing their decisions. And
yeah, even this guy that is they have this. We propose that you have a committee here. So people true to them that are listening to us, they're going to go and establish a committee too. That committee is held by today Adelaide. So I don't know, maybe you know him. He's the
are there foreign-born players, ex-players there?
He's the head of the committee. So maybe it's going to involve someone. But my issue is this: if you are involving even foreign-born players, they must not be agents. That is where there's going to be conflict of interest. For example, now I think Daneshitu is agent, is doing agency. So if you go and bring someone like Daneshitu in now, it could be
promote his players.
Yes, it could be. For example, now so okay, you want to gather players now. You want to go and say, okay, you want to go Yakubu to be an ambassador.
Yakubu is agent.
That brought player to under 20. You want to be alright. So you have to look at these things very well. So there must not be conflict of interest. Exactly. These guys that are serving there must be serving there genuinely. Exactly. That is it. For example, now, I don't want to. It's not as if it's my best. Abbey George is doing physical training. All this physical training. That's what he's doing. He's not agent. He's not doing agency. That one can serve. Sam Soje is doing. Is part of Delta State Sport Commission. He's not doing agency. That one can serve. So we have some
even Leon Balogun can, even though he's still
Leon Balogun can. In fact, Leon Balogun can handle Germany. All these German boys, because now we have a very strong diaspora contingent in Germany.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have them in Germany now. Balogun can be them, but he said it on one live that he can even do it.
Even some of his interview,
Yes. So we need just to think that way. But the issue is that is it the good boost of the NFF? Some people don't even want to sit down the same table with him.
Exactly, and we need a very good administrator. Honestly, a very good administrator. Yes. We're having problem with administration. Honestly, Buso just sat there where beside the CAF president like an idiot. He's powerless. I don't know.
Well, he won't be able to shout there. It's not a Amaletto.
Did you see Lecture? Did you see Lecture?
No, Lecture.
At every foul.
The lot that binds Guso is very from Lecture. It's a different case. Thank you, Omo, for your time. Thank you. So nice for having talking to you. I really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you.
Yeah.
So sorry, but I think what I would just do basically is this. So I have Kola and Omberi with Chris last because I also want to bring Chris on because people have been talking about Chris. I also want to bring Chris on. We're going to end the show with Chris. So what I'm going to do basically is this. Okay, just a super chat. So here's my man, Lukman. No, it was in Morocco. These people, they are Nigerian fan. He went from America to Morocco, not be sorting. So we watched the Algeria game. So he said that Eldon Smith. So how do you think Chelsea will play the third place match? Will they use it to integrate players like Akin Samiro or Tuotsky into the team? And also new players too. Also to stay. So the issue basically is this. You suppose that Richard to stay now. And secondly, you won't talk about maybe probably Akin Samiro. Based on what I know, Lukman, Akin Samiro said he didn't show enough in training. So maybe probably he can show to put him there. But for me, based on how do you think Shell will play the third place match? I think Shell will want to win it. Maybe probably it's going to be the first official Eric Shell medal in his career. So he's a bronze winning medal coach. So I think Eric Shell wants to play it. So I just think that it's probably going to be actually what it's going to be the same thing that we want to play. That's what I think. So I'm sure I heard from which is that Zuberu spent on Twitter said that Noah Adekoya's coach wanted him to come back to the club. That is why he didn't go to the U20 World Cup. It's a lie. That is a fat lie. It was dropped because shame cashed them. That's the reason why they are pointing out this. That's a fat lie. So Alex T came with this one. So I see something to give me a comment. He said that Tariq George was born in Camden, London, England, to a Ghanaian mother, and actually was a Nigerian father. He's not eligible to. Is he not eligible by vote to play for Nigeria, or does he want to play? I don't think there's been any conversation about Tariq George. I think the issue with Jog is that it's not even a regular for Chelsea. So there was a move to Fulham towards the end of transfer window that did not materialize. Maybe if he had played for Fulham and is regular for Fulham, maybe Nigeria will consider him. But now he's playing for England under 21. For me, I think that if Nigeria approach him, he will play. But with due respect to, can Tariq George play for the Super Eagles now? Is he ready now? You know, I don't think so. Thank you, Alex T, for the super chat. Okay, I think you have another. Alex T. Osimhen only laps is not able to hold on play and dribble at least one player. Okay, yeah, I agree. He's a poacher. He's just that you have different strikers. This one is a poacher directly. So thank you. So I'm going to bring your 4 people up. So I'm going to bring. Okay, let me just. So I'm going to end with Kola, Rabi Zongo, Kola and Ombuenri, Kola Ombuenri and Chris. I'm going to end with you guys. So let me just bring Sport Grinder. What's his mind? Then so I'm just going to bring 4 people up so that we can wrap it up. The time's already. I plan to spend 1 hour 30 minutes. I've spent 2 hours already because I was enjoying the conversation. But let me talk to. He's a French winning manager. Is he? This man is from France. You'll know me, my man. So, what is mine? Let me hear from you quickly. So, your thoughts.
Okay. All right. Since thank you for the good work you are doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I want to digress a bit from the main conversations. So, and what I want to discuss about is about I want to direct my message to NFF. I don't know if possible you have any contacts there, or maybe any
They're
of them.
listening to you. They're listening to you. Just say anything.
Please, NFF should invest a bit in Uyo Stadium. Because that is where
it was mine. See, Uyo Stadium is a property of the Akwa Ibom state government.
Yes, fact, of course, I know.
This Uyo Stadium, they will have stopped the Jospedia maintenance contracts, if not because of different IP from different quarters. So it's a property of the government. So it's left for our own government to invest in the ones we have. Or just continue.
Okay, because the reason why I'm saying this is I don't want situation whereby if you look at the way our players are playing in Morocco, you can see that their performance is also because of the facilities.
Yeah,
because majority of them plays in Europe. They have one of the best facilities. So they play good football. And when you look at the way they are playing in Morocco, you know that these are professional footballers. So now, and moving forward, after this AFCON, after maybe probably, I just pray we are able to make it to the World Cup, to the But after that, we want to start playing qualifications and all, AFCON qualification and all. When we have those kind of pitches, to me, it doesn't really help the players. Let's be honest. Okay, look at whenever, like when Akko Adams scores, look at the way our players are sliding on the grass. Can they try it on you? Can they try it?
6 months.
So the reason why I'm saying that if they can join force with the government, right to the Akwa Ibom government, at least now good that they'll be making some little money, from this AFCON. If they can take part of it, you see that pitch, you see that grass. There's nothing bad if we have good hybrid grass. Moko have done it. They can go and look for the contractors there. And all these things are not too really expensive. They are not too really expensive. Like the way when I was checking the hybrid, this thing is between $500,000 to $1 million, or $1.5 million. You understand? And all this is very disgraceful. All this plywood, we put in plywood at 2025, 2026 putting plywood across when even Remo stars have changed their you know, all these things are all these things are not expensive, for God's sake. So I don't know the work of NFF. All these things, you know, they can work with this thing. I understand that they cannot, you know, bring one, but at least they can work with them, even though it's okay. Let's say, okay, this is what we know. This project is going to cost us so amount. Okay, this is what we can afford to put. You know, I don't know. So that is my first take. Then my second take is they also need to moving forward. They also need to
Sorry, can I
employ
just
more
ask you a
coaches.
question? I won't forget everything.
Okay, okay.
You mentioned about that investment. See, let me tell you something. We
Okay.
also need to be sincere, and I will just say briefly because time is already going. They went to Dangote and Baba Jebu to collect $1 million. Those that collected this down, they are serving in this government. They went to go and bring people on the road to be planting grass. They were showing me pictures. I was so happy. And one person that was, knew the project, he told me that the pitch will only last for 2 months. And if you remember, when we played Ghana and we came back to play against Sierra Leone, if you remember, the pitch was already horrible. So if it's you that is Dangote, they can't collect 1 million from you to do that nonsense, and you are saying the price now. Will you give them again?
Okay. So
we're not serious.
We know. Yeah, we know corruption is in fact that's deeping into our system so much, and that's why I'm saying that NFF should be at least you bring money out of it. I know because that's why we have billionaires that can invest in our football, in our leagues and so on, but majority of them with the shenanigans going on. You look at the TV. The start time, this thing. It's it's ended. We don't, because when I read online, I read part of it is because of corruption. You understand? So that is that. I don't want to let me just my final take. So also moving forward to help Eggshell has done so well. In fact, I'm watching first time I'm watching Super Eagles games and I'm happy. It looks like we're already having identity. You understand? I'm watching Super Eagles game football and I'm so happy. So I want this to I want us to continue this. You understand? So, and NFF needs to assist to work with Shell. We need more trainers. We need set piece coach. We need midfielder coaches. That if you go and look at Moko, they have all these things. We need all these things. How much do they want to pay them? Their salary is not as expensive as the head coach. So we need all these things. And moving forward, these trainers can also work with our underage grade teams, under 20, under 17. You understand? At least they can bring the vision of the head coach, which is HL, to the it will be like plug and play, like templates. You understand? So that is my own take.
Thank
So
you.
if NFF, if some of them can hear us, please, they should need to work on all these things. It is very, very important moving forward. If we still want our players to play more good football. So that is my own take.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Mines. Thank you for your point. I'm going to just address some things you actually said. See, I hope they do. Talking about people, NFF employing somebody. NFF never employ anybody except Shell recommended somebody, or they have someone apprentice coming to come and help. He said that apart from goalkeeper coach, custodian of goalkeepers, training, that's in Bono. There's a person that specializes on penalty analysis, that what has to move. So, can NFF be able to pay all these guys? Who is even on the payroll of the NFF? Is NFF paying Ostimadugu? Or they just pay him when they see him, they say, take this $1,000, we go see you later. This NFF, if the Sport Commission is listening, they can actually come and rescue. But this NFF is very hard for you to actually work for to trust them. I don't know, maybe I have one other comments too. Somebody said that dual nationality. The issue is this: if you are born in Netherlands, like Tyrone Boy and so on, you can change nationality and play for Nigeria. We can hold both nationalities. The only country that does not allow that is Austria. And if you go and check the data for Kadishiku Emeka, is Nigeria, England. It's not Austria. Austria tried to cap him under this Ralf Rangnick, the former coach of Man United, but I don't think that one really actually was materialized. So, yeah, any other question from Alex T? So Alex T is very critical about Eric Shea. I think he doesn't like Eric Shea. Eric is afraid to lose. Who will not be afraid to lose? As that he will play the first team and he will not wait till the 10 minutes to change players. It's not he changed Frank Onyeka around the 50 something minutes now against Algeria. It's not 10 minutes to go, It's not 10 minutes to go, Alex T. Give this man opportunity to thrive. He's been our best man here for a while. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go first. Okay, Sporting Island. Yeah, I'm muted. Yeah. Your thoughts?
Let me just talk about Chukwueze first. Yeah, like I really don't agree with Chris that
nobody has agreed with Chris today.
Like, come on, who goes to a spot kick, plays the ball? Okay, what if Bono went the other way for enter now? So he would have been like, I'll bring the ball again, make you catch up. If he really wanted to miss it, he would play it outside, Yeah. So it's just the occasion got to him. If you listen to Very Dark Man's video that he said, he's like, he would have loved to criticize the players, but he was in that stadium. He understood what was going on. In fact, if you watch the Wobby's vlog today that came out, when he was doing the pre-warm-up, you could see there were very scanty pockets of people there. And you could hear how loud it was. Like that was straight from his camera. And he said, if this place gets filled up, it's going to be mad. Like the whistles were crazy. And that's what happened to him. Like there is, like you can be tough. Like I know he was chewing that gum purposely because of the tension. That walk up, if maybe they blindfolded him and just carried him and put him in front of this thing and just opened his eye, he saw the ball play, maybe he would not be afraid. But bro, taking that walk alone, like you'll be changing your mind. Make I go right. Okay, this guy played it left. Make I just go left. I'd always play left for training. Let me just stick to that. Like you'll be changing your mind. Things will go through your head and bro, you just play rubbish. It's just like going for an interview or going.
But I'm going to ask you a question.
Scared, yeah.
Dele Bashiru is a less experienced player compared to compared to Samuel Chukwueze. But you can see the way Bashiru took the penalty, deceived both and scored.
No. See, in penalty, there's nothing like, let's say, like Bashiru plays in a Rome stadium. Like if we want to talk about stadium.
No. Yeah,
Bashiru stadium is bigger. Like if we're talking about like Italian stadiums, like Chukwueze has played in San Siro. He has played.
It's a more experienced player.
Yeah. See, to me, when it comes to experience, these guys are professionals. They play in these noisy stadiums.
Okay, you have mentioned that what's it called? This guy plays in the Rome stadium, but this guy Chukwueze plays in the Bernabeu.
He's played in Bernabeu. He's played there, but have they taken penalties in those stadiums? That's another thing. Like it's different.
Even Bashiru has never taken penalty before. Too. It was going from Sheffield Wednesday to Turkish League to. So the reason is Sport Grinder. I know that you are trying to support.
I'm just trying to be rational here. Like you understand.
Yeah. So no too. We know we have discussed this before in the past. When we were chatting, but I just don't think that. See, my brother, I don't want to say anything against this guy. This guy is 26, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
This guy reminds me of Odewinge in 2004. Odewinge then was playing for La Lova in Belgium. Even the penalty that Odewinge
missed
He
against
tried in
Ali
that one. The
Brigade
goalkeeper
was
just
even
followed it.
better. Was
Yeah.
even
Vinny
better.
Gel just followed it. Yeah, and caught it.
Even
Yeah.
see the pitch there in rates. You remember in rates, it was
Yeah.
deafening. If you watched on TV, you were now seeing the players smoke everywhere.
Yeah, they had flares and
They
everything.
they didn't play our national anthem very well. Remember?
Yeah. They played it
So
in second half.
the
Yeah.
second half, everything. See, it was deafening, just like this atmosphere too. It was deafening. So the issue with me is that what made him scared? Because he's a professional.
Man, everybody deals with pressure differently. You know, like me, if I was in that situation, bro, you don't know what would have happened.
No,
But-
but you are not a player player.
Yeah,
If you are
yeah,
in
that's
front, you are there. You work in a technology sector. Any tiger they bring, you guys are tiger. Any tiger they bring, you go. You. There's no situation that you not face.
Yeah.
Okay, the big contract now. No matter if that person is even smoking fire, you will defend yourself.
That's
That is
correct.
your portfolio. That is your job. This is your job. This is his job.
Well, the truth is, I hope, like Ronaldo, people have missed. I hope that he will learn. I hope he will learn and know that next time he goes with power, for his PKs, choose your spot well. Or if you want to do that routine, you're going to approach it with a better approach. Like you have to practice like a step that will make the goalkeeper commit or something.
Yes.
But let's move on from Chukwueze. Like, I'm happy that that NFF is thinking of a diaspora department.
Yeah.
But the person that they're putting in charge of it, I don't know whether was he successful on the Raw, like Adela Kun. Like, did he really get anybody for Raw like back then?
No, if you look at him, if you look at Dennis Ross regime, that was when we had the Oyinbo War. If you remember, we got Tyrone Ebue, we got Olaina, we got the
But were these things Adela Kun? Was it based on Adela Kun? That's the thing. Yeah, was it
No,
based on?
I think it was part of the team too. If he's going to put that one, he's going to put that on his own resume too. That okay, come on, I was there when this guy actually was, when this guy.
Hope he's not affiliated to that agency that they had all those players signed on that Raw. Whatever.
Are we move to the good part? Let's move to the good part. Yeah.
Because there are players signing on that one agency on that Raw that year, man. Everybody was just changing. I hope it's not that interest that's still coming. I like it, and I'm just happy that they're like, okay, everybody's going diaspora. Look at the finalists, Morocco and Senegal. They are very heavy on diaspora, so they know. I'm happy they now know this is the way. We have to have a department. I just hope it's not one of those committee things they be doing in House of Assembly, committee every time. I hope it's something serious. Then the Egypt match tomorrow. I just hope Chel, I know he wants to win, but let him try a different formation. Just be flexible. Try something different. Like, don't just only show us your only 4-4-2 diamond. Just do something and then try players. I heard that Ryan Alebiosu is back. I hope to see him. I hope to see players. Like, the only person that should play is maybe Lukman and Osimhen, because they are up there in the goals. Just give them the chance to see if they can overtake Diaz or something. But we should keep Chel. Chel has done a good job. We should keep. I said it yesterday. I believe we should keep him. Then when it comes to the infrastructure, I like what Morocco has put up. I like a good competition. This competition, Ivory Coast had good stadiums too, but when it comes to West Africa, it's hit or miss. You can give this thing to Nigeria to host now. You'll be seeing brown, green patch and it not be TV friendly. So that's my fear of having West Africa. Cote d'Ivoire surprised me; they did very well. So, but when you say North Africa or South Africa is hosting, take it to the bank. You're going to have a very good AFCON. This East Africa, I'm even looking at them with one eye because I saw what they did in Chan. good atmosphere, but the grasses were not the best. You know, I don't know if they're going to still work on it or if they're even going to host it. So that's the only thing that makes me want to give it to North Africa. But unfortunately, the other North Africans are not even interested. It's just only Morocco. Yeah. So we're not up there in
Morocco
infrastructure.
is a silent bidder. They were thinking that these people will not be ready before for the 2027.
Yeah, if Kenya can put their acts together, I know they're building one of the best stadiums in Africa, Atalanta. If they can,
But they have Kenya, they have election coming up. You know, if they change the government, it will be change of interest. And I think these people are not really serious that much.
But that's the thing. That's the thing with our politics. Why will election? It's just like US maybe having election towards World Cup, and you're saying because they change president, it will affect commitments. It should not. It should not affect any commitment at all. You know. So
yeah.
So,
right, just hold on a sec. I want to ask one question. I want to address this comment. See, Alex C, thank you for this comment. I'm not blaming Chukwueze for missing penalty. People have missed penalty before. If I even blame himself now, I have the right. People have missed penalty in the past and they have been blamed. What I will not allow is online bullying. Wisin Oruma play penalty, nearly went to depression. Nobody could put their hand up against Senegal in 2002. Nobody could put their hand up. He played, he struck the bar. If you remember, that would have been 2-2 in the semi-final against Senegal. Kanu played penalty in Lagos and he lost. People talked about that penalty for 2 years. If people miss penalty, when people miss penalty, we will talk. It's not only Nigeria. Jamie Carragher missed penalty. Was it 2006 World Cup or something?
Against Portugal.
Against Portugal. People, they talk about it. So we talk about it. The issue is anybody can miss penalty. What we are saying is the attitude, the process, what he did. Is it this? I don't agree it's deliberate. But I say that the process is the problem. That is what we are talking about. We're not trying to slander him on this thing, but this is football. We must talk about our own opinion too.
Yeah.
He missed penalty. But the way it was drinking gum and going there, 250 million besides you, their hopes. Because I'm not like you. I watched the podcast from Ghana. I said that link, Sholopi, watch from 48 minutes. I put Kushus Vanimni, is a guy, very popular guy. He said that what is that boy name called again? The boy that played this. The issue isn't all even about Nigeria. He was saying that at least put something there, walk the goalkeeper. Bruno was already bending to go and take it. But it can happen to anybody. But the process to it is what we are not just pleased with. If that is his own technique, fine. He missed it, fine. It was not a good penalty. Let's take it that way. So, any final thoughts from you? Sorry, not
no. I was going to ask you. Okay, you mentioned the chingo. So, would he have been better if on his walk up there he would have been saying, "Ah, God, I beg," and maybe the camera caught it? Would that have been better? Would that have made the penalty? The process, and if he played it that same way, would they have made it better? I actually think people are just not even mad at the way he played it. It's because of the chingom. But that's what I'm trying to tell people. That's his way of dealing with pressure. I guess maybe when the camera was on him, if he was saying, "Ah, God, I beg you, God, I beg you, God, I beg," maybe people.
I will not lie to you. See, I don't know, maybe you don't read body language, Joe. The moment we saw his face, he was checking the TV screen. Is that how a person takes a penalty? He was checking TV screen. No. See, checking TV screen already know that and they watch me for home. You look at the way Paulo no you. We're just going.
Yeah, that's true.
Was checking TV screen.
The penalties, you just have to look around.
You're even inviting more pressure on yourself, looking around to see that baby checking TV screen. Just go and do the business.
It's all good, sir. It don't happen. But anyway, final thoughts, we have to keep chill. I know NFF guys watch this thing. If you're hearing anything otherwise, I beg, talk to your guys inside. They got to keep this guy. We have to have continuity. This whole every AFCON get rid of coach, it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, John Soros Propaganda, always knowledgeable. And good news coming, I believe so, by the end of the
Yeah,
month.
I will
Thank you.
text you. I will text you. No, wala.
All right. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
thank you. Yeah. So, Lobi, my man, this is a
Sorry,
French World Cup.
I'm in
So, I think
a
I have,
place where, yeah.
yeah,
Can you
I
hear me?
have, I'm going to just bring everybody up next. Ongweri, Kola, Chris, and Lukman, all of us together. But so,
Can
Lobi,
you hear
let me
me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
hear you clearly. Yeah.
It's a little, there's a background here. I'm in a public place, so please pardon me for a few
Are
minutes.
you
No, 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 no,
somewhere
no, no,
again?
no, no, no,
Okay,
no, no,
okay,
no, no. I know just the house. So
okay.
I'm gonna probably paraphrase what I mentioned earlier in one of our messages that I put out there. I think we didn't expect too much from this team. And I think they personally, for me, I'll speak for myself. I was put in a fantasy land. More like when you get to the when the space is going into the atmosphere, it gets to a point where it starts floating. That's where Super Eagles put me. I started floating in that fantasy land. It didn't look real to me. And for some reason, I felt Algeria would put me back to reality check. But again, Super Eagles surprised me.
Yeah,
But Morocco was there, that reality that reminded us of some of our weaknesses, our frailties. Now, we can all argue about the officiating of how the referee was breaking the plays and everything. However, let's be honest, man, Morocco played better.
yeah, yeah. They
They
did,
played
they did.
better. They played better. Our midfield was simply Alicia Keys. No one. There was no
Mm-hmm.
one. No one. So it was defense, lob the ball. Reminded me of DR Congo second half. Reminded me of AFCON second half final 2020 against Ivory Coast. It just took me back to those spots where our midfield would just be non-existent. Um, I mean, one cannot take away the officiating. It was awful. It was awful. It was awful. But hey, I'm only stating the obvious at this point. But moving forward, I think they should keep Shell. I think he has shown that he can make something happen out of, you know, some I don't want to use nothing would be very disrespectful. When you see a player like Osai Samuel playing like a Superman, look at a player like Bruno. Bruno started the second game against Tunisia and he made that shirt his own. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's something. Bruno, we never saw that in Bruno in the past. Um, So I think they should keep Eric Shell to keep that job. One thing I will say is, um, you know, for I mean, going forward, I think, okay, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second there.
Okay.
But what I will say quickly is, let me talk about the Chukwueze piece, and it will come back again real quickly. Now, let's be honest. When I saw that body language, I wasn't encouraged.
Yes.
I wasn't encouraged.
Well,
So
you did
I
not
think
support the online bullying too.
no, 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 no. I would
That
never
is it.
condone online
So
bullying.
it's not
I
as if
would
you have
never
anything
condone
against me.
online bullying. So you
Because
can criticize, but don't come on.
don't
I'm
bully
not. I don't
online.
condone it. I don't
Would do,
support
yes.
it. I'm I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm against it. So
Against it. Yes. Thank you.
when I saw that body language, it felt a little bit. But again, you never know. I think to be nice, maybe Smith, bring a psychologist to your show, different psychologists. Let them examine. They are good at body languages and this. Maybe they can tell us. Maybe that will put it to rest. Because you never know what is going on in the head of a player. It might be chewing gum, but it might be under stress, right? Let me digress a little bit. And I'm not making an excuse for anyone. Look at Boniface, for example. The guy's been dealing with a lot of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
People make fun of him, but he comes online and to the outside world, he sounds like he's an unserious player. But maybe he's sad, maybe he's depressed, and that's his only outlet to make himself
Mm-hmm.
happy. Nobody
Yeah.
knows. Nobody
Yeah.
knows. When I saw this thing, I felt really bad for him. I
Yeah.
felt really bad for Boniface. Players go through a lot. I'm not making an excuse for the Chukwueze. That means again the body language. When I saw it, it wasn't encouraging. But I think
Yeah.
you just don't know. You don't know. It's inconclusive. You can't say, oh, he was unserious or he was serious. It's hard to tell. But Something in me tells me that he wanted to score. Why would a player step in and wouldn't want to score for his country? So, I think the body language might not just be telling, they might not be telling us the real picture. That's just the truth. So I think Nigeria should just let that guy be, man. People don't miss in the past. Even people with senior don't miss. Yakubu miss. People don't miss, man. And at the end of the day, man, it's just
So
a
sorry.
game. It's the game, man. It's just a game.
Sloppy. You know, this Shingom thing. Remember Yakubu missed 210. When he missed, he was switching up.
Yes.
People don't say that he went ahead and everything. They roast Yakubu for years. It's
They are
not.
still
I don't
roasting
support
him till now.
I didn't support anybody should roast Chukwueze. That you do.
Yeah.
We are just talking about the
Yeah.
way he missed. He put enough effort there.
No, don't. I don't support bullying. I don't. I'm strongly
don't
against
support
it. People
condemn
should
bullying.
people shouldn't abuse them online. They should just leave them. At the end of the day, let's be honest, man. I know football is the thing that keeps Nigeria together, but it's a game at the end of the day. It's not life or death. It's a game. Yes, we always hope to win, but at the end of the day, when you watch a game, learn to just feel the pain for a little bit and move on. That's life. We're still gonna. This is not gonna be our last AFCON. We're still gonna win many more in the future. So, and one last thing I will say is that I like the idea of this diaspora thing. Board trying to get players, but if the factory is suffering, or more, it's not good. It's good to do diaspora, fetch for new players, do whatever you want to do, but your own that's where the factory is, right? We need to fix it. It's not sustainable, man. Look at Shell. Shell came with 28 players, and is only a sizable player that played.
Yeah.
Akisomero didn't play. Tochukwu played only one beat. The Faligo played only a little bit. The guy that dazzled against Atletico Madrid in 2017 didn't play. So why did you take them? That means it's either he doesn't trust them and they're fillers, or maybe he trusts them and when they came to the mid end to the camp, he saw something different. I want to defer to the former.
Yeah.
It was just fillers to fill in the blank. We're not gonna play. So it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, man.
Yeah, I understand. So for me, and I like the way you said it that nobody, but the issue that we should not be able to voice our opinion, I don't support that.
No.
Everybody
You
must be able
can
to
voice
talk
your
about
opinion
how they feel about
constructively.
that situation.
Constructively.
We are not Ghanaians. So Ghanaians are even talking about, okay, the body language was not good. It's not, it's obvious.
Yeah.
It's obvious. It's obvious. Maybe we'll now come back and explain, because Yakubu Egbeni came to explain to us that at that moment in time, that he don't die. Say he was just laughing to cool tension. Say he don't die. So in my own opinion, I just think that the body language wasn't that good. So assuming he doesn't care, that is bullying. Okay, let me put this thing to bed. It's like you are hyper. You need to go to bed. Let me put him to bed. I will put him to bed, because it's like some people try to listen here, despite the explanation they have given for almost 5 or 6 minutes here now. So people still call this thing that you actually what bullying. What type of this one is going to bed. This one is going to bed. This one is going to bed. Sorry, who I put to bed? Yeah, it's going to bed.
I think Smith, honestly, bring a psychology, maybe in a different show. Interview different psychologists. Maybe maybe I'm saying it online wrong. I mean, it is what it is.
Yes.
Bring in psychologists. Let them look at the video. Tell them. Let's see what they think.
Let's see.
I don't think a player would just. I don't think what a player would just want to miss a penalty.
Just that the way we want to play it was not really shows that he wanted to do something there.
Yeah. Sometimes, and it's not even the first time. Let's be honest. When Osaze or Denwengi in the 2004 against Tunisia at the semi-finals. Remember before the penalties at the tail end of the extra time, he had a one-on-one with the Tunisian goalie. Remember?
Yeah.
He was scared. You could see in his body. The goalkeeper was big. It came out large. And guess what?
Ali Legend.
Legend. they no born. See, they no born or Saze. You know if you score that ball that
They
time,
don't know.
his mind if you carry him. So when it was
Yeah.
penalty time, even before he kicked that penalty, I knew he wasn't going to score that penalty. I knew it.
Yeah, yeah.
He was already
Yeah.
intimidated.
I was
He's
expecting that.
already intimidated. Yeah, he was already intimidated. So, but yeah, Chukwueze, I mean, don't please,
Yeah,
keep your head up,
yeah,
man. Look your
yeah.
comments.
Which him best of luck. Go back to his club this
Wish
weekend
him the
again. And see.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
No,
just
no.
it's yeah.
I said it here. Okay, Lukman left here. I said it here that if it's like you should be informed from now to tomorrow. I don't. If you
Mm.
come and talk Nigeria, it's none of my business. So thank
This
you, thank you.
midfield, if we can solve this midfield
Yeah,
problem in
yes,
Niger, if we can
yeah.
solve it. And I don't know, maybe it's because we produce defenders, we produce strikers. Is it because midfield requires a little bit of more
A little bit of
creativity,
more.
some creative
Yes,
thinking? I mean, I'm
I
not
think it
even trying
requires
to.
a lot of training too. A lot of
Yeah,
training.
you can't be
Yeah,
lazy. You can't be. You have to evolve.
involved. Yeah,
Here in America, in the American League, there's a position they call quarterback
yeah,
in NFL. They have the
yeah,
American football. That
yeah.
quarterback, you have to have this
Yes,
because you are the engine.
yes.
We've lost that thing. Iwobi's the only one that has some, the IQ to
Mm-hmm.
play it, and Iwobi doesn't run with the ball, so he has his own
Mm-hmm. I want
limitations.
see. We'll
Yeah,
talk in
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
group
yeah.
chat.
Anyway, sorry,
The
don't.
the
Mm,
the thing that the guy is planning, well, we're going
mm.
to put out to us. You're going to hear
He
your
must
opinion about
continue. That's why
it.
he needs to continue the job.
That's the
He needs to
reason why
continue the job. Yeah, he
I'm
needs to
going to say it
continue the
here
job.
now. I'm not getting any
Mm,
information from anybody. I'm going to say it here
mm,
now. That I want Eric Sher to be involved in our under 23,
mm.
so that you could have like a little input because this we have not qualified for Olympic Games for a very long time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe if we get our players to play at 20 very well, at 23
Mm,
very well, maybe we can have some better players too from homegrown
mm,
to every national
mm.
team. Remember that
Yeah,
the team
yeah.
that Asia built in 2009 that went to Beijing, that
Mm,
team is even enough to go to the World
mm.
Cup in 2010
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
did so well. They won silver in Beijing. All right, thank you, Shinobi, thank you.
All right. As
Yeah,
always, man. Thanks. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm going to just bring some of people, everybody that should up. I think Olewa is trying to call me here. Can I just speak? But the link is already in the chat box, Olewa, if you put it there. So I'm going to bring the 4 people on so that we can just wrap it up together because time is already fast spent. Chris is back again. Chris is going to address everything. We're going to finish that because people have been talking about what you said. But let me hear from Lukman first. Lukman, we try to meet up.
Caller,
I
greetings,
know.
man. Look, man, humble and greetings, bro.
Yeah, we tried. I lodged by your side. We didn't see you try, but
I
that is
know.
fine.
We'll see. We'll see in the US by God's grace when
By God's grace,
when
yes,
the decision
yes,
favors the Super Eagles. So
yes.
that one we have to see.
That we have
You
to.
gotta.
Yeah.
Well done, Chris. Well
Let me
done,
hear
Bola.
from you
Well
first.
done,
Yeah.
Humble Henry, our pastor, predicting all sorts. Well done. A couple of things I wanted to comment on. On the game, I'm very proud of the boys. I'm very proud of them. If I was at their hotel, I would have let them know that. I think they played well, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
I'm not focusing on that game. I'm focusing on the build-up. They met a team that was able to neutralize their strengths. And so now they'll just go back to the drawing board and say, okay, when we meet a team that does this to us, how do we respond? It's a big learning opportunity. And that game made me realize Shell has to find a way to fix that midfield because we have the best attacking talent in Africa, and we have a threatening, credible attacking talent that can put pressure on any team in the world. That combination of Osimhen, Lukman, and Akko Adams. We just need the midfield that can feed them. So very proud of the boys. On the Chukwueze matter, I don't think he wanted to miss it intentionally.
Yeah.
I think I think that was how he was dealing with the pressure, and that's just how he is. I was discussing it with a friend, and a friend reminded me, this guy was at AC Milan. Someone at AC Milan saw huge potential in him to sign him. AC Milan just doesn't sign anybody, which then begs the question, the guy's got the potential, but there's just something that he needs to help him unlock that potential. And now from AC Milan, he's gone to Fulham, and he seems to be doing well there. But I just want everybody to remember, somebody saw potential in him to sign him at AC Milan. AC Milan is not a bench club.
That's that. On Shell's in-game management, I think that's one area he could still work on. He's also still learning with a team, and he's still learning.
Yeah,
He doesn't have his full
he needs to work
11,
on
his
that
full
area.
16. Yeah, he needs to work on his in-game management and trusting players. I feel like he only has 11 players he trusts right now. And he doesn't really have a nice a first 16 he can bring on, right? That's on that. Moving forward, he needs an extension. We have to extend him. And he's got to find a way to build trust of the players so that he can bring players on. We need, I feel like if he can get 2 additional Ndidi replacements that he can start mentoring, that when Ndidi starts, because the other thing we have to remember now is if Ndidi had played that game and his legs were gone, the game may have been different. Because if we all remember when we played Congo, Ndidi was tired. So again, Onyedika had his own deficiencies. He did what he could do, but I think the biggest need for the team is Shell needs to find defensive midfielders. And the diaspora thing, the one thing I was going to ask Smith and you guys are all, you guys know football pretty well. You know the country. I think dedicate a session, maybe 20 minutes to talk about what are simple things everybody can do. Like you guys, all of us should know the NFF chairman of our state at a minimum. Know the NFF chairman of your state. See what are the grassroots things you can do to help improve scouting, to help identify talent, and leave it at that. I'm not saying try to get involved in NFF politics. Simple things that we individually can do, and let's do that, and not necessarily wait on NFF or be bashing NFF every time. I think I would like to see a session where we brainstorm on that, so different people can walk away with ideas of, okay, maybe it's buy simple ladder and cones and all that, identify the coaches in your area and make that simple contribution. Again, just looking for suggestions, but that's my main contribution and looking forward to hearing from you guys.
Yes. Oh, well, that's actually was very good. In terms of that grassroots thing, these are some of them are not even in the office. But before you go, I've thought about that thing before too, that we can do these things like privately, because I believe that anything to do with this, that these people being in charge, I don't know if you have tried to open something in Nigeria, they think that they are your own god. I don't bet in time.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yep.
I was thinking that if we can do some things like private, we are doing that one and just try and like impact slightly on the private, not talking about the NFF or anything. Just do it, because it's very complicated. Because the guy that the FA chairman is a politician. It's not a sports person. He's a politician. So he wants to make money. He doesn't care about what are you doing. He wants to make money. So that's a very good thing. We're gonna show look. I'm going to try and bring on probably one of the FA chairmen too. We'll talk about it too.
Yeah, exactly. How can we contribute? There are a lot of people in the diaspora that want to help. A lot of people that if everybody contributes $10-20 from a lot of people, that maybe it's as simple as let's hold a game from high school or junior secondary school. Don't go for any adult. Get them young, get them exposure. Maybe at the competition you hold, a coach will see a player, start nurturing him, and that player, goes on to have a great career. Nobody knows.
But before you go, let me just ask you one question. You went to the Algeria game. What was the motivation to go to the Algerian game?
Well, I went for 2 games actually. I went for the Mozambique game and the Algeria game. It was the Algeria game. I wanted to go for the Algeria game because I knew the stadium would be full and I knew there would be tension. So I wanted to experience that, and it was amazing. Exhausting. I learned that watching soccer live is exhausting.
Yeah.
By the time I got back home, I was just tired.
I was just being, even to get that Marrakech Stadium, to get to that Marrakech Stadium.
Yes, it was a catastrophe. Getting one lane in, and the Algerian fans were so smart. They were riding Okadas in. Okadas were taking them one lane. So we were in the car, in traffic, like, oh my goodness, these guys were just passing us.
They just
like they knew.
They knew already. They knew. It was very interesting. And, the atmosphere was good. That's why I enjoyed the Algerian game.
Me too. I did. Oh my, no. It was a good experience. It was awesome. It was beautiful.
It was awesome. I really enjoyed that. That's one thing about Morocco. Marrakech was good.
Yep. Do you think they'll host it 2027 or 2028? Do you think they'll get it?
I think they might get it the next one.
Wow, this 2027, I mean.
Yes.
because I just
think
don't see the logistics in Tanzania, Uganda, and
I don't
Kenya. I don't
they're
see
not
it.
ready yet.
I don't see it.
They're not ready yet. I think they might, because of the election, they're not really stable. I think if Morocco did not win this one, they are trying to host that. Yes. If the result did not go for them, that's what I'm hearing, that they're trying to host that.
But if they win this one, so they won't host it.
But yes, they want something to keep them engaged till that World Cup.
Correct. Till the World Cup. Yeah, I remember. They're building a brand new stadium, 115,000 seater, that will be between Rabat and Casablanca.
Yes.
So these guys are going to be like, they already have a 70,000. Now they want 115,000.
And when I look, in fact, that's Marrakesh that day. Do you know how much people spent that day?
Oh my. Yeah.
That came from, so they want this thing to in their economy. So thank you, Lukeman, for your time. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I'll still keep listening, but let me go pick up the kids. I'll keep listening. If folks have questions, I want to hear you guys' comments. All right. See you guys.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. So that's what Lukeman. So where will I start from? Let me start from Kola.
Oh, okay. It's all good. Fine. It has happened. It has happened. We all know this already. That is going to happen. Because if you look at the game, the player were very careful. We're very, very, very careful. So I'm not going to blame the player because we already know that the odds is against Nigeria in the match. So we are playing against host nation, and they will do everything possible to win it. And this has come to state that if you want to win a Nations Cup, host it and you will win it. Now, in terms of facility, Morocco is there. In terms of everything, is there. But the officiating has been very bad. So how we place Ivory Coast Nations Cup ahead of this Nations Cup when it comes to the officiating, because if you want to win it, win it on merit. You can see it. Ivory Coast won the Nations Cup on merit, but this Morocco has been like a soft landing to the final. So they should keep Eriche. They should keep him. So that will give him enough time to redefine the Super Eagle very well. Now we are not having problem with the defender anymore because I can say we already have a bunch of defenders already. If not for the injuries one, and to be sincere, Iwabala has come to stay. To be sincere, no one can displace him in that number one. If not for his attitude, arrogant, which I believe he has been working on it from everything I can see. So, and to be sincere, I'm surprised with Bruno Oyemechi. He really surprised me. And if to be sincere now, I give it to you and Ombueri. Oyedika really surprised me. Raphael Oyedika really surprised me. Now I've come to see everything. I saw everything you've been talking about him. Like he's not confident enough in himself. There is no straightforward pass. Everything has been sideways pass, back pass. No. And to be sincere, if this Unadi guy can prove himself, Raphael will sit down on the bench. I might not get the opportunity to prove himself anymore. Because when it matters most, you have to rise to the occasions. And Chukwueze, I'm not going to blame him. I'm not going to crucify him. It's just that I understand why some people are crucifying him and blaming. It's because of the body language and the attitude towards it. Because mentally, Chukwueze has already lost that penalty with the way the attitude he portrayed towards it. But I would just be surprised the way people are just using the tribalism, everything on Twitter. So I'm just being embarrassed with Nigerians. So it is what it is. And it's high time the NFF officials need to put our house in order. You can see the way the guys were able to play football because they have a good pitch. And furthermore, to be sincere, we just need to find a replacement because the moment Ndidi was out of the team, there is nobody to replace him. And also, this guy, Osime, we also need to find a replacement. Fine. Because there was no connection in that game. Like, Osime couldn't get a proper pass, including this guy, Look more. That was why AFCON look as if he's not doing anything on the pitch. So I'm not going to crucify anybody. They should give Enrique enough time. And to me, I don't think, to me, I would have said if Enrique can give Akisemiru and this Inadi chance in this top place match, it is not a must. We must win it. Give them the chance to be sincere. I'm not going to crucify him. Give them a chance to prove themselves. That was all I can say for now.
Thank you, Kola. I think that Kola, part of Uche, Kola, and Chris, part of the pro Yendikas. But the issue basically is that we're not trying to slag him here. It was just unfortunate that they had a very good game. See, the occasion got too much of him. And you mentioned something about Stanley Wabali. For me, I think he did so well. We were skeptical about his performance, in previous games because, see, Kola, we were right. When we talk about that, he wasn't doing well. We were right because of the, against Lesotho, he nearly killed the whole thing. Against, was he against, which team again? It was just doing whatever
Rwanda.
Against Rwanda. Thank you. It was just doing whatever he likes in those games. So, we were right. But in this game now, he showed that he did well. And, we actually were happy. So, what do you just like, Kola, is that we like competition. In case you are not, you are not playing your regular game, let's see exactly if somebody can step up and actually can actually replace you. But you've spoken well, you've discussed this thing very well. So where we go, I think I don't see anybody here that said that we should sack Eric Shell. It's not as if I'm not a spokesperson, but at least he don't do well to some extent. Let's see exactly. And let me just answer some questions. I want you to be there about what Lukman said that we need this replacement. If we check our diaspora players, our local players, you will hardly find a replacement for Ferdinand. I don't know the reason why we were not producing that midfielders. I don't know the reason why, but it's very difficult. Except you want to convert a player to that position.
Nobody won't play ball again.
Yeah, I take the position of our previous age grade teams. I just realized that Tochukwu Nadia and Nadaga is battling one case or the other in Denmark. It's not even settled already. He has not even spent up to 1 year. He's already having problem in this. So that one is not settled. There's a boy in Esperance de Tunis. The boy has been there for like a year or two now. They say that there's movement on one side, but there's not actually what's happening. Somebody mentioned Anthony Dennis here. Good player, but he's still in Turkey. There's been rumors that he's going to Frankfurt, but nothing has materialized yet. So we need to know maybe these guys can come and do well. But you mentioned Tochukwu Nadia. I hope that he can go to a club where he can develop. Then he can actually do well. Thank you, Kola, for your time. Thank you. Can you hear me, Kola?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Henry.
Oh yes, I'm here to talk about.
Hold on one second. Let me just answer the question of Lukman's question again. I think we're talking about in-game management. I think the reason why Eric was limited with his in-game management, part of it was because of the personnel. He also is gone. So if you look at it now, we don't have any traditional right winger, in that particular team that can actually World Cup. So I think it's also based on for him to, he wanted a right winger for him to scout more players, get more players in, and see exactly who they can actually fit. He's working really, really hard on that. We hope that all those things actually work out well. So, unwary. Sorry, just I thought.
I'm here to talk about Eric Chill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eric Chill is just like a god sent to Nigeria, and he's a disciplinarian and very, very intelligent. The only people that can destroy Eric Chill are the journalists, Nigerian sports journalists. Maybe they want to destroy Eric Chill, but he's doing his best, and I'm so happy that he's trying to make sure that Nigeria have one kind of pattern of football, and it will work for us. And the players, the message I have for the players is this: when a new chief teacher comes, try to learn how that teacher teach. Whether you're professional, whether you're exceptional, once a new teacher comes, try to know the pattern of that teacher, how he teaches, so that you can be able to pass his exam, his or her exams. The reason why I'm saying this is this. We all know that Eric Chill needs players that have strength, players that can move forward, players that can speed. And to Onyedika is a very good player. I will not condemn him. My message for Onyedika is this: now that you know that Super Eagles is not a competitional team, I want him to increase his game. He knows how to keep the ball, he knows how to pass the ball, but you have to learn how to move with the ball. You have to learn how to, if you are not with the ball, what am I going to do? You know how to speed and have the strength to play with the ball. He's a very, very good midfielder. And my message to him, whoever that knows him, tell him, let him work with his agent. As soon as possible, let him leave Belgium. As soon as possible, please. You have stayed in Belgium 3 years. Leave Belgium. Belgium is not helping you. Yeah, move to another place that can be able to improve you. And Eric Chill has tried his best to help some players to improve them. For example, Bruno Nyemechi, Osai Samuel, Ndidi. Yes, through Eric Chill, we can be able to see that Ndidi is playing very well. Through Eric Chill, we can be able to see that Aquadam is doing well. Kevin Bassett is doing well in in his club and in the national team. So, and the players are using it as an advantage. Now, if Osai Samuel go back to his club now, I know that they have watched him. They will now say, okay, you know what, give him more time game that he has already improved. Use the opportunity to improve yourself. Now, concerning about Chukweze's mistake, the problem, I have moved from the mentality of judging somebody with body language. Yeah. Body language, appearance can deceive. I have moved that movement of body. What I am looking at, why did he play that kind of football? Not after the football, the reaction of it. I don't look at the reaction of what happened, because if I'm trying to look at the reaction of after the game, what happened will be when he left, I saw him crying, and camera caught it, and the players were hugging him, which means, okay, you were chewing chewing gum after the thing. Therefore, we saw you crying. So, which means appearance can deceive. Yeah, don't look at his appearance at that particular moment. Maybe he might not be the person, the type that doesn't, put a grammar. There are some people that they will fake it. Oh, everybody will pity them. I hate pitying someone. Or somebody tell me, I am sorry. Why are you sorry for? You have to tell me the reason why you are sorry. You can't tell me, oh, I am sorry, and I will leave you. No. Why are you sorry? You have to tell me the reason why you are sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if Chukwueze, the people looking at him, the way he chewing gum, the way he do this, they are not helping him. You have to help him. Why did you? What kind of penalty did you play? You see my point? What kind of penalty? What kind of nonsense penalty did you play? What happened? You see right now. But if you now leave how he played the penalty and be looking at the mood, he threw the chewing gum, and you are becoming angry. Maybe he didn't feel remorse of how he played. Don't look at the reaction after the penalty. Look at the penalty itself. Because if you're looking at the reaction after the penalty, you have to go stress back to the reaction of why he also crying. You see, right? So these are the things we have to do. And the only thing I will also, if I am the journalist, then the coach, according to what the coach said, that he is the best. He is the best in the penalty kicking. He is the best.
Well,
Then
what do you expect the coach to say?
wait now, wait. That is his manager. You see, right?
We
Yes.
defend him.
Yeah. That is his manager. And if you see people will. I love what the coach said. He defend him. He said he's the best, right? Now, the question will be, if I am the journalist,
Okay, look at that.
yeah,
Continue.
yeah, if I'm the journalist, I will tell, okay, if that would be the case, he need to caution him. He himself will use it as a lesson for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Chukwueze will need to use this moment to be serious. He need to use this moment. What happened? I think there's a way God works. He have not been serious for a long time. People have seen him as somebody who is not serious. I think this penalty that people have come now and bash him, everybody talking about it, let it be a moment of him to reflect back and say, oh, okay, you know what? I have to be serious whenever I come.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. So just in the 10 seconds, who will the final?
Huh?
Who will the final? Senegal or Morocco?
Okay, now, good question, Smith. You see
10
this
seconds.
thing
Because I have people waiting.
yeah.
Yes.
The game against Senegal, after Morocco against Senegal, the whole Nigeria will come back and thank Eric Chi. Mark my word. Morocco
So you mean that Morocco will destroy Senegal?
hands down. After Morocco game, I'm saying it. You guys will go back and said, you know what, Eric Chi, you tried. For me, Morocco played nonsense against Nigeria.
I was not impressed. I watched the game. I realized that they were
Morocco
not impressive.
played
But
nonsense.
because of tension that we were watching it,
They were scared though. The hardest game for them was that Nigerian game. That was like the worst game for them.
That was a Saturday game. After Saturday game, people will understand me. And now they will not. I know that what this man is talking about. But after because Senegal have the whole team complete. Nothing, midfield, everything, they have it. But you will see. The game might even end with 3-0 or 2-0. You'll be shocked. Yes.
somebody saying that they might be like Inter Milan.
You will see. And the people are now shouting that they gave us Moroccan referee. Let's see. It might be a blessing.
Algerian VAR. These people doing this AFCON schedule. Thank you, everybody, for your time. We enjoy you. Thank you,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mbari. So Sorry, Chris. I know that I have. I'm going to bring Lucas, Michael. See, no, I'm going to be Lucas, Michael, and whatever. Sorry, Lucas, whatever, and Sid actually was joined. But Michael is with patience. I don't know, maybe Michael, you have 2 minutes now to come up. He just go and say 2 minutes with patience. I don't want him to. So, Michael, if you are ready, so quickly. So, Michael, I know that you are at work. You are with patience.
Sorry,
So,
just 2 minutes. I just
okay,
wanted to clear some things. Number one,
okay.
if you can hear me, can you hear me?
We can hear you clearly.
Yes. So number one, what's this? Oyedika is not at the level of Ndidi. That's fact. That's one. And we don't have to body shame him for that. It's just that every player cannot be on the same level. One player has to be better than another. That's why there's football of the year. That's one. Number two, people saying Chelsea does not have in-game management. I think they are lying. It means they don't understand football. It means they don't understand how you can be playing the best team in Africa, playing the team that is number 11 in the world, and then you took ball away from them in the second half. You saw that, okay, you don't expect Chelsea to change his formation in the first half. You now saw that they worked on his formation. He changed the formation, and from losing possession, he got all the possessions
Back. It was
so it means that he outfoxed the Moroccan coach. People need to think up to that level. The third one, the third fact that people refuse to understand. There was a third fact in my mind. I just said I would say them sharp. So the third fact was that if for Chukwueze, people have the way to cope with stress, and let's allow that to go. Yeah, the fourth one was the fact that if Nigeria is on the attack and referee keeps blowing when we are on the attack, how do you want them to have shot on target? Bruno Yemechi took ball away from Brahim Diaz at the touchline, was going to the box 18 to cross ball inside. They blew throwing.
Osimhen was already tearing away from the opponent
Osimhen was tearing away from opponent. Then they blew throwing, and you are saying that we don't have shot on target. Osimhen took ball, he controlled it on his chest, gave it to Lukman. Lukman could not shoot. Gave it to Dele Bashiru. Dele Bashiru turned to cross the ball. They blew foul. In the box 18, it was turning to cross the ball and they blew a foul. Now, Moses peeled away from Hakimi. Hakimi saw that he was going to get the ball. He quickly hit the ball to corner kick. Was a clear corner. They blew foul against us. So you are now saying that Nigeria does not have ball shot on target. Ademola Lookman took ball from the midfield from a midfielder, and then we had a counter press. He did it 3 times, and the 3 times was blown as fouls.
Yes.
3 times, and people are saying we don't have shot on target. How would you have a shot on target?
But we had shot on target
blocking,
though.
you are attacking me.
But it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
How do you expect them to have shot on target? If we had only one, they were expecting us to have the same number of shots. Then when they foul us and they initiate attack from that, the referee leaves it.
Yeah.
And they are saying that. So people blaming Shell too should understand that he played against a team that has better personnel. But I do not agree. People are saying that Morocco was the better team on that day. It is a lie. Because referee helped you to go with your attack. Referee was stopping Nigeria from attacking you. And you are now telling me that they are a better team. How? So I do not agree that Morocco was better on that day. I think Chelsea outplayed the Moroccan coach. But our problem was that when we try to attack, somebody stops us from attacking.
Yeah.
And we need to put it into, if we don't do that, we are just deceiving ourselves.
Yes.
So thank you. I need to run away.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Michael. I know that it's working. I can see so many drip everywhere. So just excuse himself to come and answer doctor. So, Chris, you have 2 minutes to clear yourself on Chukwueze matter. Then I bring Olayinka and Lucas on.
First of all, about Chukwueze, man, look.
First of all, I never insulted him. Yeah,
I didn't abuse him.
Yeah.
I just made my statement based on what I have seen from Chukwueze from the past years. I've seen Chukwueze go to Beneboa and tear them into pieces. I've seen him at Camp Nou tear them into pieces. I know Chukwueze. Chukwueze is not a player that is scared of whether it's 5 billion people in the stadium. He is not scared of anybody. He's a player that he's a confident guy. Chukwueze is the type of player that he will see crowd and he'll be like, no, he's not that kind of player.
Mm-hmm.
He's a super confident guy. He's ready to take it to you. So that's why I said what I said, that he missed that penalty on purpose. It might be that he was stepping up to the penalty, and because that game was a game that he wanted to play. You think Chukwueze didn't want to play that game against Morocco? He wanted to show that, yes, now the house be this, but we'll show you. He's that player. He's someone that on his day he will go. Chukwueze is not a type of player that is scared of crowd. So all these things they're saying that he was scared of the crowd, 68,000 people in the stadium, all those things, bro. Me, I don't buy it one bit. I don't buy it one bit. So, like I said again, I'm not abusing him. I just felt like he just felt disappointed that they didn't, he didn't get to play in that game, and even the situation that he came in, he didn't even enter like second half or even beginning of halftime. He came in at the dying minutes, like 2 seconds before the game was over. So he carried that. He carried that anger. Yeah.
But
to play the penalty.
Scared now in that penalty self, how will he even adapt in the game? Because out of the 4 players that played that penalty, he was the one that looked scared. If you take it too, out of the 4 players that played our penalty, is the one that had this illustrious football career, big clubs, probably one of the most experienced players out of those 4 players, Yes.
So, and another thing again that we'll have to address that nobody has addressed things is Lookman. There's no reason why Bruno should be going to take penalty before Lookman. There's no reason why. There's no reason why Dele Bashir should be going to take penalty before Lookman.
So, and it will be too. You see,
and it won't be too. There's no reason why this thing should be happening.
When Iwobi was in Everton, they were playing one FA Cup game. The game got to 8, number 8 penalty. In fact, junior players were taking. Iwobi has not taken penalty.
You see, immediately that guy saved that. Immediately Wabeli saved that penalty. The next person that should be stepping up to take penalty is somebody like Lookman. Because if that we scored the penalty after Morocco missed, I'm very sure that Wabali would have saved the next one. But immediately Chukwueze missed that penalty.
Yeah, I think it
does. Missed that penalty. That was it. So and another thing again is this. In the voice note I sent you today, I said we made the same mistake we made against Congo, that game against Congo. How are we not planning for our penalties?
See, Chris, we don't have characters in this team like the one other person.
But Smith, we watch these guys. We watch the penalty against South Africa in Ivory Coast. Look at this guy. Omero stepped up to play penalty. He came in the 9 minutes of the extra time. He stepped up.
Omero was the best penalty taker in that team.
And look at the people that play penalty in that game. Look at how they dispose of penalty. So how is it that in a space of, should I say, 1 month or 2 months, we have had 2 horrible penalty shootouts? 2, and in 2 important games. 2 important games.
Out of the 10 penalty that, out of 11 penalties that Wabali faced, I think he saved 3.
Exactly. It's like Wabali is doing his job, and you guys are doing that to him. Look at what happened in that game against South Africa in Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
The moment he saved that penalty and the next player scored, it gave him the more confidence to go for the next one.
The next one, yeah. I agree. And you know that if you look at, okay, I want to bring people on quickly. Quickly as rising up. In that penalty against Africa, the first penalty was Terry Murphy. He's a seasoned penalty taker. Second was it Kenneth Omero? Kenneth Omero, this seasoned penalty taker.
And then our captain came.
All I know miss. Ekong was the fourth penalty taker. Ian and Shaw will not miss penalty. It was the fourth one. We had 4 players.
And these guys were not starters. Apart from what's his name? Apart from Ekong, these guys were not starters.
Now, the what's it called? The guys here now. Which player do you want to bring on to come and take penalty?
This is what I'm saying. Like, you don't really need to even bring on anybody. Because are you telling me that those players that play that penalty, they are better than these players that we have now? Even in terms of like in even how to even play a penalty. And that's my thing. I just feel like, like what I don't know who, I think it was someone say something. I think these players are getting something, the coach will do his best and tactically try to, explain things to the players. But these players just need to know how to properly lock in. Because there's no reason why a player like Chico, you have played for Villarreal, you had played for Villarreal, one of the biggest clubs in Spain. You went to Italy.
I was, that game, Seth, that we played against Africa. Chico was on the pitch, he didn't play penalty, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can see that it was on the pitch. He didn't play penalty. It was on that pitch. He didn't play. So you can see, I think Ajayi was even on the pitch that day. I don't know. He didn't play. So,
but for me, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in Lookman not stepping up to take penalty. And I saw that Senegal just released a statement.
Yes. Well, tell us quickly before I let you go about what was it about?
Yeah, so they're complaining that I'll just read out what they said here because they dropped like a big statement. Yeah, I'll just summarize what they said. It's not this thing. So they are complaining about the security. They say there's no respect for the principles of fair play, equality, and security, and also accommodation. So, and they say that there's no training venue, pitch inspection. So,
see, when I said that that thing they did to us in Marrakesh is deliberate, people did not know. Yeah, it's like you want to play, you are in Ibadan, you want to go to Lagos. They ask you that, go back to Port Harcourt first. Go and stay Port Harcourt, then now come back. Don't fly, come by road. Everything that could frustrate this team, man, they're not the good dose. But thank you, Chris. I think you have cleared everything now. Thank you.
Yeah. But my prediction, yeah. Even with all these things that's happening, I don't think Morocco will win the AFCON. I don't think Morocco will win
it. Okay. Yeah, that's a very bold prediction, actually. Okay.
All right.
This player did not sleep overnight, and they went to go and play the next day.
I think one thing I would say about Senegal is that the Senegalese people, especially their players, that if you try to do things like this to them, it only makes them, gives them the more reason to play the game. And it's a final. So all these things they're doing is not going to change anything. I believe that Senegal is going to beat them.
Yes.
So that's my prediction. Good night, guys, man.
All right,
thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris. So, guys, apologies. I'm not meant to take any other person again. I don't know what Lucas is wrong with Lucas. I'll try to bring him on, but I'll just give you guys 2 minutes because I already overshoot my time.
So he's going already, right?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Chris is gone.
Okay, what do you want to say for time, Chris?
Yeah, I think to be fair, sometimes. Okay, Chris is back. I think to be fair, sometimes you need to remind people about certain things about this game. I'm very sorry. Apologize to everybody if I sound a little bit proud, boys. That's not my intention at all. But I think people need to go a little bit deeper into this game to understand what is happening. Number one is, Smith did a little bit of justice to that by explaining previous games that Chukwueze did not come forward to play a penalty. See, please, if you search what did Chukwueze mind to go and play that penalty, are you getting it now? You will go on your knees and apologize to him. Because if you search that guy's mind, if you sit that guy down, if you sit him down and ask why he came forward or he decided to go and play that penalty, he will tell you that he puts Nigeria first in his mind, that if it's not by that, he will never want to do it. Let me say something to back that up. Everybody know my closeness with Aoni. Aoni once told me that on the pitch, that the tension playing for Nigeria sometimes shook them. So all of them, inclusive Osimhen, that the only thing that they do that he personally does is like, come, what did they do, you guy? I don't use leg waka before now. I don't use rope, tie boots before now. If I survive those things, Omo, put your head in peace. He say now waiting in they tell himself, waiting in they remember to put himself together to deliver or to play in a game with that. See, my brother, if you have ever been a lucky person to watch the game and in a small way play it, not even as a professional, right? You will know some of the things that are inside this game. That thing is not easy. It's not easy at all. People go through a lot of... Look at Bukayo Saka. Look at what they did to him at the World Cup. As small as he is. So you want him next time to come forward and say he wants to play? See, my brother, when they do all of these things, a national team player, they have concluded a game before, and a family member of that national team player was sending me a message to tell me how they were sending death threats to her. Are you getting it now? So you now imagine people, the same set of people will come out tomorrow. The same Chukwueze is going to be in the squad to play against Egypt tomorrow. You're not expecting to come to the pitch and deliver the way it would deliver in form. Come on, guys.
Sorry, I want to say something quickly because I want you to talk now before Chris leaves. Okay. I understand from your angle, these guys are to deal with pressure, and that's the reason why they are pro. If they are not pro, if they are not paid to do all these things, they should be playing for Enyimba or be playing in front of a 1,000 capacity stadium. I understand the point you are making. That is the pressure on them. This is we're in this country when they kidnapped Mikes for the father and he was playing against him. He played, but he didn't say that everything was on his head. We understand. But in that same penalty shootout too that you have mentioned or whatever, Dele Bashiru stepped up. He scored. Anybody can miss. And he was composed and naturally did that. What we are just trying to say basically is that anybody can miss penalty or whatever. Nobody is perfect. Messi don't miss before.
Anybody can miss.
But the issue is that we just think that he's experienced enough to handle the tension and look for a way to do it well that time. He can miss. But the issue is that with the people, basically this meal, I think Chris too. Effort wasn't slightly there because it was like I just want to dispatch this thing and leave this place. That is what we saw. Do you have a
Smith, what? Sorry. Yes, I know. I just want to ask this question: what is the big difference between a good penalty and a bad penalty?
Good penalty for me personally is, first of all, I look at, because me, I know it might sound crazy, but I know when a player is going to miss a penalty. I first of all look at the way the player walks up to the penalty to the penalty spot. And when you walk up the way you walk up the penalty spot for me, but then again, that's you cannot only use that to judge, that, because sometimes we see players that are very prolific, are very clinical, ruthless when it comes to penalty, like Harry Kane, for example. Harry Kane doesn't play penalties, but we saw what happened in the World Cup in 2018, where he missed a very crucial penalty for England that would have sent them to the World Cup final. So for me, another thing I have to say is this here. Okay, maybe me saying he missed it intentionally is going above and beyond, But again, I will still stick to what I said, that regardless of me saying that, I still believe that he didn't, like, the way he stepped up to that penalty, to take that penalty, the run up. I still have the video here on my listing. The run up. There was zero conviction, zero intention of someone that really wanted, that had in mind that I'm stepping up to score this penalty. There was nothing. Like, if you see the way he brought, like, see, he's a left-footed player, right? You came up to the penalty. You were standing like this. There was no body movement that will show the goalkeeper that I'm going a different way, other than the way my left foot is being faced. And the way the ball came to the goalkeeper, there was nothing like as if, like, it felt like as if he was even trying to make the goalkeeper walk for it. He was just stretched to the goalkeeper. Even if that, like, the goalkeeper didn't even have to even stretch his hand to the end to stop it, like the way Wabele saved that guy's penalty, where he had to stretch. That ball came inside like this, came inside to the goalkeeper's chest, and he put it out.
Yeah.
So what exactly? How am I supposed to believe that this guy, from this thing, that this guy in his mind, that he's looking at this thing like, I'm putting a job on my back? No, I cannot. I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay, Chris, you have made your point. Let me allow Chris to go, because I've been here for majority of the time. Thank you, Chris, for your time. Thank you. You can go to
good night, guys.
Good night. We want to say quickly, so that I have to wrap it up now very quickly. Sorry, can you talk? Just so that you have been waiting for a while, so that I will can round it up there.
Fast,
yeah.
So, I think first of all, we must understand that this was a very tight game.
And, I can't hear you well.
Boys played them.
The way you place your phone, you have to change it. The mic is being blocked.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better now.
I think the boys did well, and the game was a tough game, 50-50. And the tactical play by the Moroccan coach was very good. He blocked all the passing lanes. He knew that Iwobi was the key to unlock it. Onyedika is not in the caliber of Ndidi, but I don't think whether Ndidi or Onyedika in the game would have changed much, because what that game needed was somebody to press into the midfield, because we didn't have somebody that breaks the line and go into the midfield. So the connection was very difficult for the attack. So what Eric Chell did was, be able to maintain the pressure first half. Second half, he knew that, Iwobi, you are marked out. Mm-hmm. So let the ball playing responsibilities to Bassi, and whether we can push the balls to the wings, overtake the midfield and just push the ball to the wings. So you notice Bassi started pinging the balls to the left and to the right. But anytime we were in attacking formation, the referee was resisting our play. So anytime we were in the position of ball to move, you notice he was bringing all these funny free kicks. And those things tend to demoralize the players. But they kept going on. And AFCON was onto the ball on the right-hand side of our attack. And it also, the Moroccans now realize that we are no longer using Iwobi, but we have shifted the ball playing job to Bassi in that game. And Bassi was physically strong and was able to ping balls.
Yes.
So it was good by Eric Chell, which reduced the pressure. If you notice, people say, the Moroccans played. But how many chances did they have? They were really snuffed. They didn't have a clear chance. So the game was 50-50. The only thing I felt that Eric Chair would have done was play a back five, keep Bassi in the middle, and bring in a winger to see whether we can push back the pressure so that Lukman or whoever. I think the game needed somebody like Chukwueze in that middle that will be able to dribble a bit. But fair enough, they held the game, irrespective that they knew that they were facing a crisis with the referee. If you have played football before at any level, if in the refereeing every 50-50 ball is going against you, it demoralizes a player. So what happens is that the first 10 minutes, they attack one of our best players in the pitch, which is Bassi, so that his aggressiveness is reduced, because that yellow card was not even a yellow card. It was a foul on him. So we need to understand how this game was proceeding and how these players were managing their emotions, because they knew that anything that they do wrongly will go against them, and they don't want to go down 1 man down in the game. So I give them kudos. So taking the ball to the penalties. Now, penalties is 40% technique, 60% mentality. And that is why in penalties, it's not just the practice of penalty, but it's also to be able to say, okay, which of them have the best technique? So fair enough, the coach said he has practiced the penalties, they did what they needed to do. But now it's okay, this penalty is in a hostile space. What happens in penalty? That's why you have goalkeepers will train for it, they will research for it. Players will also research. Bono, what's his best place? Where's the place that he doesn't like the penalty to go?
I want to ask you a question. Before you know that the goalkeeper coach of Morocco, they have more than one goalkeeper coach.
Yeah,
they even researched some of our players on the bench to know exactly who that play penalty. So the most recent game that we played that was penalty was against DR Congo. The only player that played for us in that game, and I also played against DR Congo, was Bruno Yemichi. In that game, we knew that the keeper followed Bruno's game, but that DR Congo keeper followed. But my worry was that you didn't look up.
Yes.
The keeper was already moving to the place. In fact, it was even walking.
Well, that's where I'm going to. I'm going to somewhere. Now, when we talk of penalties, the best penalty nation in the world is the Germans. The Germans going to a penalty, you're pretty much sure they win it. They have the highest percentage rate. Now, I've looked at documentaries. Why do the Germans do this? There's a lot of research in penalties. That's why penalty is not now. Before, penalty is lottery. But now, penalty is not lottery. It's a science.
I agree.
I'm saying this so that next time the coach will look beyond just, they are just practicing in the game. It's a science. First of all, when I knew that we were having problem with the penalties was from the toss of the coin. When they went to toss the coin, Moses Simon was now the captain of the team. He stepped to Hakimi. I watched what was happening. They did the first toss, which was to choose side. Hakimi insisted on the side. Moses Simon said, "That's fine." I said,
Moses Simon won the toss. Hakimi won it.
He won the first toss. Then they did the second toss, which is who takes the first kick. And while I was watching this, I said, I hope Simon says we take first, because scientifically and based on data, the people that take first, more winners are under the people that take first. That is why FIFA almost changed the rules of penalty taking.
Yes.
That we play a 2 first penalty, then and at the next side we play the next 2. They experimented, but they didn't like it. Because there's behind penalties that if you take the penalty first, you most likely win the penalty. It's based on data. All right. So when they threw the toss of the coin, Hakimi insisted that they take first. And I felt Moses was just passive. So my problem is moving forward, we need to understand the dynamics of the game in the game. We need to understand what happens before the game. So if they started the game and they saw I was looking at the response even in the game to the referee, the Nigerian team. The Nigerian team should have protested in the game and make sure that the referee understands that we cannot tolerate this. So what the Senegalese are doing now is to start to play the game before the game. So the penalties went through. People are arguing about these penalty takers. If you notice, Eric Chell brought all his penalty takers. It was a deliberate action. All his penalty takers was there. And even when I was thinking of the penalty, the first person that came to my mind was Bruno Onyemachi. Why? He has played 2 penalties and he has scored. So he has a good record. So coming to take a penalty was not my problem. But the problem was he took the penalty in a very pressured time. Looking at all the players, Iwobi will not take. He never takes penalty.
Never takes penalty, yeah.
We've seen the Lookman penalty. Lookman misses penalty, and his current penalty statistics was not good. Let's be honest to ourselves. So I removed that. Osimhen doesn't take penalty, and he was already injured, and the best penalty taker had come in to replace him. I believe that yes, that's unnatural. I believe that Akko would have taken, but and that's why he stayed a long time in the game. But Eric Chell has to make a gamble. Okay, I'll bring in my next penalty taker, which is what's the name? Chukwueze. So he brings in Chukwueze to get a game time and all that. So during the cuddle, because I watched things were happening during the cuddle, the penalty taking, I saw Chukwueze's mannerism. Now, people have different ways to reduce pressure. But I felt they needed to lock in. There's where you lock in for a penalty kick as a huddle. You come together. Eric Chell was in the center of the huddle. He was talking to the team. Everybody was there. But Chukwueze was joking around at the back. See, those things, when I pick it, I say, I know Chukwueze is going to play. Because when he was joking around, somebody came and tapped him and was like, I know say you go play. You get me? And he was smiling. So I knew Chukwueze is one of the kickers in this game. He's going to play this penalty. And I felt, okay, it's a left footer. Naturally, statistically, left footers are not the best. Most people that win penalties, right footers will take more than the left footers. Except the left footer is very, very good. But most left footers will miss their penalty because of its own. They go most times one side. That's their best side, which is to the left of the goalkeeper. And funny enough, that's what we had. We had about 3 left footers played. So, and it was very, very tricky. So why I say this is not to criticize the team, just to say these pointers are there. I don't want to, Chukwueze, fine player, but I think sometimes he needs to understand when it is game and when it is outside the game. In the game, you're coming to take a penalty, you need to be fully locked in, and your technique must be to the T. Bruno will learn that next time when you take a run up and you have made your decision. What I saw that Bruno made a decision, but when you look up, then you can easily switch that ball to the center, and then it will go through. But I think moving forward, Eric Chell should be kept. What he needed to do, which he has not discovered in the last 2 games where he played 0-0, was when your midfielder, that is your quarterback, is already strangled in the game and you don't have any channel, can you shift your formation in game to find a pathway? because that's what happened. They just blocked that pathway. The Congolese did it, and these guys also did it. The Moroccans did it, but he finally found the pathway.
Personnel could be the problem.
Yes?
Do you think personnel could be the problem?
I think he had a personnel problem, but on the second thought, the next in line after Ndidi was Onyedika. If you Nadi into that game, it will swallow him. That's just the truth. If you bring Ebenezer Akisomoro, it will swallow him. That game needed big boys to play. And the big boys that were there played their best. Even it won't be hard to move. It won't be finally. There was a move, it will be made, which was like a last minute dash. He dashed through and he found Osimhen. You get me? But Osimhen grabbed the ball very well.
Yeah. I think that was tired.
I think he had his personnel, and look at it. Let's tell ourselves the truth. And I've said this many times. Nigeria, we always do as if we have all world class players. No, that is the best first 11 we have. Any other player is a potential. So what he has on the bench is a potential. People that can come and just help out the next 10 minutes. We have not seen Mohammed. We have not seen. Actually, he was Bright Osai had to play because the person deputizing him was injured. So you got to play. Whatever happens, you have to play. Can we trust Zaidu? We can't trust Zaidu. But in my own opinion,
what he would have done to get Agu to this AFCON, but it didn't work.
Even an Agu, this AFCON will swallow him. It will be his first AFCON. Bruno's second AFCON. So these things matter. These things matter. And you are facing a team that has not won the title for 50 years. And you are facing a team that is in the semi-final after many years. Morocco has not been in the final for long. And they are hosting. And the mantra is host to win. So the boys gave their all. They were not defeated, even with the adversary. You get on. But now is what do we learn from this? Typical Nigeria, we don't learn anything. NFF will learn anything. Go back to their same. Everybody will go same. The players will now leave, go and do whatever they want to do. And by the time you bring the player, the problem now is Eric Shell's head may be turned. Because the Tunisians have put money down.
They have a very different coach. I think he said no to them also.
Okay, maybe they have really begged him.
For me, I think by now, we should be.
That's it. Are you sorry? Are you done with your everything? Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Very chill, and then let him start getting good replacements, especially need ball. So what that game needed was a player that could dribble and carry the ball through the midfield so that you can create space. So thank you very much.
Thank you. However, final thought from you.
For me, I think what Eric Chell has done, I'm a big fan of the guy right from day one. I've never, hide that from anyone. If I were NFF, the thing I'll be doing right now is to give the guy a 2 years contract until after AFCON 2028 with an option of 1 year to see that maybe he can continue with us. Now, when we trigger the 1 year,
it's not going to be reasonable because the World Cup qualifier will already be on 2028.
Yeah, of course, because now you must understand that we can't take away the fact that this Moroccan team, they are not a bad thing. Within the first 10 in the world at the moment, the coach has been with them for like 4 years or more now. And that really, really gives him an opportunity to know everybody. Anything that he wants to do, if any changes that he wants to make, any switch that he wants to do, he understands virtually almost every player in his team to do that. So we have to create that kind of atmosphere too. That is why I'm thinking it is better for the NFF to give this guy a 2 years contract. If they give him a 2 years contract, he is more settled psychologically to work. He has a lot of long-time plan. He knows that, I told you, Smith, behind the scene, that this guy told me that Benjamin Frederick is the future of our football. But at that day, when he first saw him, he said, but, there's still a lot of things to be done on him before he will get to that particular stage. Here we are today. So who knows how many of those kind of talents that we can see around now, that can come to help the nation. And somebody was talking about the diaspora stuff. People, we need to understand that this diaspora or no diaspora thing, these people are Nigerians, irrespective of where they are coming from. Look at France, 90% for how many years now? If not 50%, if not 60% of Africans now in the food that thing almost every time.
Even
right?
Morocco, most of them are born in France and Spain.
So it doesn't mean anything. The only thing is that that person, as he was talking, he also expressed worry about the factory. Yes, I understand. Big time about the factory, which is to develop our football. Without the development of our football, it is going to be a little bit difficult. It is definitely going to be a little bit difficult. So, but for me, I'm not sure that we are ready to develop our game back home now, because some of the things that are still happening, they are not signs that we want to develop our game right from there.
All right. Thank you. We wish Benjamin Fredericks quick recovery. This January would have been a very big January for him because but because he's injured now, it's going to be very hard for him to take risk on him. We don't know exactly how he's going to actually recover. But please tell Guso that someone said that please tell Guso that we need a world-class training complex. We need about 5.
They said they are building one now already now. They are building an hotel that will have these facilities. Let's see how that turns out. How many years, we don't know. How long it's going to take them to do that. But at the same time, the world-class facility, is a problem, but it's not even a problem. I'm seriously concerned about the league. I have been saying it. If it is 10 teams that are ready, let us play them.
That is it.
Let us play them.
Well, thank you for your time. After I jump out now, thank you. Later. Thank you for your time. So that is, thank you guys. I spent like 3 hours, 6 minutes there again. I have to go. I was waiting for Lucas to join him, but I don't think he's available to actually to join back. So thank you guys for your time today. Really actually appreciate you. I'll see you again in the next one. So thank you. God bless you there. I think Lucas wants to call me quickly. Let me just give him for like 2 minutes to talk. Hello, Lucas. Just 2 minutes because I have to run now.
They pay my body as we went offshore, and I don't know. Say I not join the Starlink now. My regular network at the use. See, people they talk the penalty thing. It's anybody's game. The team try all through, but I know they support them. So, but I felt for them, and I wish the NFF will keep Eric Shell. I pray so. And if they keep him, like we have been clamoring, we need to have a structure, have a system that, a system that, this is how we play. This is who will replace this person. He said it himself. The personnel he had, the same thing Pasero suffered, is the same thing that is befalling him. Because after that first 11, there is no bench. We need to keep him so that we can have a good youth cadre, the under 17, the under 21, the under 23, so people can progress. I have a lot of things that I wrote here, and again, people said Gasparini fuck with Lukman's brain after that whole penalty thing. The guy not even the near penalty again. This thing, like somebody said, is more of a psychological warfare than you kicking it. That the coach said Chukwueze na their best penalty taker for that team. He said for in high Chukwueze don't kick 400 penalties we no miss. But sometimes situation will just swallow you, and And again, this Nigeria Ghana banter is something else. And the referee, maybe he did something, he didn't do something, but then we are taking it to. I just want people this is not the only thing. This is my own religion. This is not the only thing where they unite Nigeria. We should try to take this tribal and political thing out of it. When people will say, oh, nah, Igbo causes this, nah, it's not nice. It's not nice, I beg. I'm sorry I came in late, man. It's nice seeing you and
yeah. I know whatever is flipping it.
No, I won't come dragon. Yeah, God save and say you don't come out them.
Okay. No bother. All right, thank you, Lucas, for that. Nice.
All right, man. All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Thank you. That is that, guys. And after show, just go. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Thank you to that she was supported with Super Chat. I will see you in the next one. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless Africa.
Dance football for the love of the game.